No matter the condition, from stroke and epilepsy to rare brain tumors, Loyola Medicine's comprehensive and advanced neurosurgery department can treat it. Recognized among the top in the nation for neurology and neurosurgery patient outcomes, our dedicated team of industry leaders takes a multidisciplinary approach to surgery, treatment, and rehabilitation. Loyola Medicine, at our best when you need us most. Visit loyolamedicine.org/ourbest.
You crack open a frosted can of your favorite Faygo, and when that summertime sweetness approaches your smile, bam! Swooping, swirling flavors rush past your lips, opening your eyes to the sweeter side of life. The sun gets sunnier, the beach gets beachier, the mood gets sweeter, and the world moves to your vibe in full-flavor Technicolor. With every sip of Faygo sweetness, we make the world pop. Find out how Faygo can make your summertime pop at MakeTheWorldPop.com.
It's time now to give you access to Craig Counsell and the Craig Counsell Managers Show. It's sponsored by Access One, best in the business managed IT, cybersecurity, and more. So, Craig, what do you need to see from this offense in the second half in order to be more consistent?
It's like mandatory. Like, we're not going to be a good offense unless we get production in all the spots in the lineup. We did a nice job. We had, a run through last night where they created that inning for sure. The guys at the bottom, and that was a big deal. So we need to that's really important. That's going to be really important for the second half, is that group contributes, and that's how we're going to kind of put up consistent run totals every night. I think that's the best way to be a consistent offense, is to be very circular, and right now that's what we're going to need.
When you look at some of the plays that Michael Busch has made recently, what stands out to you about his development over the season as he's just gotten more reps?
Yeah, I think this is what we thought was going to happen with Michael playing first base. First base, I believe, is a very nuanced position. There's a lot of instinctual things that you just need game reps with. And after you feel comfortable with that, then I think Michael's, he's been a middle infielder. He's been a second baseman, third baseman. Physically, he should be able to do things there that make him really good at that position. And now that he's comfortable with the other things, I think we're starting to see that come out a little more. And I think, we're at, almost 100 games. And I think that's kind of logical that we're in that, making that progression. And that's just development. And it's fun to see. And I think he's making himself into an above average first baseman. And that's a good player.
Yeah, no doubt. Michael Busch has been really impressive over there at first base. We're going to wrap up the Cubs radio pregame show. Coming up, who am I banking on? Find out next on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs fans, Justin Steele here. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Ready to transform your space from drab to fab? Look no further than your neighborhood Benjamin Moore store. They're your partners in paint perfection, offering a kaleidoscope of quality colors and finishes from bold to subtle. Their paints are designed to impress and endure. Their expert team provides personalized guidance every step of the way, ensuring your project shines. Whether you're a pro or a DIY enthusiast, let Benjamin Moore bring your vision to life. Ignite your creativity today and visit benjaminmoore.com for a location near you.
Peoria is an unexpected gem on the Illinois River. This historic river city is thriving with an eclectic mix of boutique shops, craft distillers, museums, outdoor recreation, and farm-to-table cuisine. Located in central Illinois, the Peoria area is only 2.5 hours from both Chicago and St. Louis. Check out the calendar of events on discoverpeoria.com for the most robust collection of things to do in our region. Discover what you weren't expecting. Discover Peoria.
Take your business further with the smart and flexible American Express Business Gold Card. It offers flexible spending capacity that adapts to your business. You can also earn up to $395 in annual statement credits on eligible purchases at select business merchants. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business gold card.
Bosch tools are built for workers. Bosch's powerful hammer drill has kickback control to help work go more smoothly when you need it. The 2-in-1 impact driver and wrench quickly changes between bits and sockets, so you only need one tool instead of two. And the X-Lock grinder switches wheels up to 5 times faster than standard grinders when you need to change tasks in a hurry. Bosch tools take care of the job and you. Bosch tools, what hard workers deserve. Learn more at BoschTools.com.
James Hardie Building Products knows how important your home is, and it's why their Harding Siding is the #1 brand of siding in America. Trusted by homeowners and pros on over 10 million homes from coast to coast. Hardie Fiber Cement Siding gives homes lasting beauty with industry-leading protection against fire, water, pest, and more. James Hardie has everything you need to get started, from free siding samples, personalized 3D home renders, and a contractor network to quote your project. Visit jameshardie.com today to request more information.
Sponsored by Busey Bank, building business, growing well since 1868. It's Who Are You Banking On? And I am banking on the Cubs to get a win. Yeah, that's right. I'm looking at the overall picture here as we wrap up the first half. So the Cubs are 7-3 in their last 10 games. 4-2 on this road trip. Jamison Tyone, banking on him as well. He's 3-1 in his last 4 starts. So that leads into our pitching matchups. It's sponsored by Ziegler Subaru of Kenosha. Enjoy the laid-back experience of Ziegler Subaru of Kenosha. In his last 6 starts, a 2.37 ERA. Tyone 6 straight quality start. So he has had a really good first half, a 2.99 ERA overall. Miles Michaelis has been a bit of a different story, a 4.88 ERA. That's the 5th worst in MLB this year among all qualified pitchers. But in the 2 starts against the Cubs, you heard Zach mention this earlier, a 2.92 ERA. So the Cubs would like to change that today. Quickly, let's take a look around baseball. The scoreboard, it's sponsored by Great Clips. For your next haircut, go to Great Clips. It's gonna be great. New York and Baltimore, they're already in the bottom of the 7th. Baltimore is up 3-2, and Phillies are up 1-0 on Oakland. No score between the Guardians and Tampa Bay, and the same goes for Miami and Cincinnati. And Boston just scored. They're up 4-1 on the Royals. That'll do it for your Cubs radio pregame show. As always, it is Pat Hughes, or for this weekend, as always, it is Pat Hughes and Zach Zaidman on the call. You're listening to The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network. You will hear from me after the game. Time for Cubs baseball.
Hall of Famer Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer bring you all the action on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
At Loyola Medicine, we focus on one goal: to be at our best when things are at their worst. Our doctors, nurses, researchers, and advancing technologies are prepared to treat complex illnesses and injuries to deliver the best outcome possible. Our comprehensive team approach continually develops new and better ways to care for every patient. Loyola Medicine, at our best when you need us most. Visit loyolamedicine.org/ourbest.
You crack open a frosted can of your favorite Faygo, and when that summertime sweetness approaches your smile, bam! Swooping, swirling flavors rush past your lips, opening your eyes to the sweeter side of life. The sun gets sunnier, the beach gets beachier, the mood gets sweeter, and the world moves to your vibe in full flavor Technicolor. With every sip of Faygo sweetness, we make the world pop. Find out how Faygo can make your summertime pop at MakeTheWorldPop.com.
Welcome to your go-to spot for color and expertise, your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. Dive into a world of quality paints in every shade imaginable, boosting durability and brilliance in every brushstroke. Need advice? JC Licht provides personalized services for both pros and DIY enthusiasts, making your project a breeze. From consultations to final touches, trust their local expertise to bring your vision to life. Visit jclicht.com to find a nearby location. Benjamin Moore, where your painting dreams become reality.
This Odyssey Sports broadcast is presented by Health Markets. Shop for health insurance your way.
And now, Odyssey and 670 The Score bring you Chicago Cubs baseball on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Get out the tape measure, long gone. Back in the stands. That ball is gone. A game-winning home run. Can you believe it?
This is what you came in for. You got the Cubs game on The Score.
Chicago Cubs baseball is presented to you in part by Benjamin Moore, Benny's Beverage Depot, Hefty Trash Bags, Sigler Subaru of Kenosha, Bosch Power Tools, James Hardy Building Products, Sloan, Stella Blue Coffee, Traffic Tech, Wintrust Community Banks, your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers, Granger, official partner of the Chicago Cubs in Wrigley Field, Arturo Tires, and by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks. And now, here's the Hall of Famer, Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer, with all the exciting play-by-play action of Chicago Cubs baseball.
Chicago Cubs baseball is on the air from Busch Stadium in Missouri. It's the fourth and final game of this series between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. Good afternoon, everybody. Along with Zach Zaidman, pinch hitting for Ron Coomer, it's Pat Hughes reporting. It's another warm summer day in Missouri, 91 degrees at game time. The Cubs took the opener on Friday night and then stumbled yesterday, dropping both ends of a twin bill. Nonetheless, if the Cubs can win today, they can split the four here and wrap up a very successful road trip that started in Baltimore with a sweep over the Orioles. The starting pitchers today, right-handers, veterans, Jamison Tyone going for the Cubs, and Miles Michaelis starting for St. Louis. Big crowd on hand. Let's go ahead and get right to the starting lineups for today's game. The lineups are sponsored by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois through it all. Nico Horner will lead off for the Cubs and play second base. Michael Busch at first. Seiya Suzuki batting third and playing in right field. The Cubs cleanup hitter is Ian Happ. Ian will play in left field. Christopher Morel, the designated hitter. Batting sixth and playing shortstop, Dansby Swanson. Miles Mastroboni at third base. The Cubs catcher today is Tomas Nido. Nido batting eighth. And batting ninth in center field, the rookie, Pete Crow Armstrong. There you have the Cubs. Here are the Cardinals. Mason Wynn leads off at short. Alec Burleson in right. Paul Goldschmidt, the veteran first baseman. Batting fourth in left field, Brendan Donovan. Nolan Arenado, the designated hitter. Batting sixth and playing center field, Lars Nootbaar. The second baseman is Nolan Gorman. Gorman batting seventh. Pedro Pajes is catching and batting ninth and playing third base, the former San Francisco Giant, Brandon Crawford. Crawford playing third base for St. Louis today. So there you have the lineups. The umpires are meeting at the home plate area. They've already had the exchange of lineup cards and a brief discussion of the ground rules. The umpires today comprised of home plate arbiter Jonathan Parra. Jensen Visconti is the first base umpire. At second base, Mike Malinsky. He is working as the crew chief today. And David Arrieta will work over at third. The announcement of the umpire sponsored by Suits 2020 and Niles, the largest selection of wedding outfits for grooms and groomsmen. We mentioned it's a scorching summer day in St. Louis, 91 degrees game time temperature, sponsored by Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric, your trusted local experts, Four Seasons. The uniform descriptions, we'll get you those as we get underway. The Cardinals take the field. It's time for a timeout. Baseball is next. The Cubs are in St. Louis right after this on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Take the Cubs with you in the Chicagoland area on the free Odyssey app. We are the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
James Hardy knows how important your home is. That's why they made America's #1 brand of siding. Trusted by homeowners in over 10 million homes from coast to coast. Siding from James Hardy gives your home a beautiful design without compromising on durability and protection. James Hardy also knows how important it is to support your hometown and root for the home team. James Hardy, siding with your home team. Visit jameshardy.com to request more information today.
with Zach Zabin, Pat Hughes in Missouri, the big tall right-hander, Miles Michaelis. In fact, both starters today very similar in size. Miles Michaelis stands 6'4", 230. And the other big man going for the Cubs, Jamison Tyone, 6'5", 230. But Zach, welcome back to the booth. Zach pinch hitting for Ron Coomer today. Let's talk about Miles Michaelis and some of the numbers that you've noticed about him.
Well, in 19 starts this season, Pat, he's got an ERA of 4.88, a record of 7-7. But he's coming off a quality start in Washington on Monday, a victory, 6 1/3 innings of scoreless baseball, 6 hits, no walks, 3 strikeouts. Over his last 11 games, he's been ticking in the right direction, 5-2, a 3.88 ERA after a 6+ ERA over his first 8 starts. But against the Cubs, it's been lights out over the course of his career. 19 starts, a 2.65 ERA.
And he has a record of 6-4 lifetime against the Cubs. We are ready for baseball. The leadoff hitter is Nico Horner. The leadoff hitter is sponsored by Benny's Beverage Depot. First pitch high and away we go. Benny's Beverage Depot. If Nico gets a hit, Benny's will donate $100 to the Greater Chicago Food Depository. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Ball 2 to Nico. Horner with a 10-game hitting streak. Let's see if he can get on and crank up a Cubs rally right away. There are some Cub fans in attendance, as there always are here in St. Louis. The 2-0 to Horner, that's going to be a strike. Cubs wearing their traveling grays, gray shirts and trousers, red numbers on their backs. The 2-1 from Michaelis. Swing and a miss, a breaking ball, 2-2. Cubs have blue hats and helmets, blue sleeves and socks. They have a variety of shoe colors. Cardinals in their home whites, bright white shirts and trousers today. Red numbers on their backs. Black hats with red bills. Horner hits a one-hopper to short, sharply hit, gloved by Wynn, and he throws out Horner. Nico hit it right on the button, but it's out number 1. 0-0 game, and here's Michael Busch. Again, the Redbirds and Cubs meeting for the 9th time this season. Cubs have had a tough time against St. Louis. Normally, it's pretty much break even. Not this year. The Cubs have lost 6 of the 8 games to St. Louis. Michael Busch taking outside. Busch 3 for 14 in the series. All 3 came in the nightcap of yesterday's doubleheader, as he pokes this one foul down the left field line. Uniform description sponsored by Benjamin Moore. Transform your clubhouse into a Cubs house with Cubbies Blue, Wrigley Field Green, or Marquee Red, official paint of the Chicago Cubs. Benjamin Moore. Michael Busch swings and misses, 1-2. Michaelis is a veteran. He is 35. He'll be 36 in August. Pitched for a while over in Japan. Here comes the 1-2. Off speed and down low. Michaelis' biggest year had to be back in 2018. He was one of the best pitchers in all of baseball that year. He was 18-4 with a 2.83 ERA. He has not equaled or really even come close to those numbers since then. Here comes the 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He got him with a fastball. Even at his age, Zach, he can still throw a good fastball.
He can, and the key to Michaelis is his ability to throw a bunch of different pitches at different speeds, so he always keeps you off balance or guessing. And that's why the fastball, even though clocked at 93 miles per hour, seems a lot harder and faster than that.
Seiya Suzuki takes outside for a ball. First inning brought to you by Invesco QQQ. Tomorrow's innovation awaits with Invesco QQQ. Fastball strike 1-1. Let's rethink possibility. Invesco Distributors Incorporated. Fans still filing in. Tapper foul toward third off the bat of Suzuki. Seiya 4 for 13 in this series. 13 home runs for the year. The All-Star break begins tomorrow. Everyone except the All-Star ball players will have 4 days off. Swing and a miss. He got fooled on a curveball. Seiya just kind of waved at it. And it's a 1-2-3 first inning for Michaelis. After a half, Cubs nothing, Cardinals coming up. This is The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cub fans, Nico Horner here. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
James Hardy Building Products knows how important your home is, and it's why their Harding Siding is the #1 brand of siding in America. Trusted by homeowners and pros on over 10 million homes from coast to coast. Hardy Fiber Cement Siding gives homes lasting beauty with industry-leading protection against fire, water, pest, and more. James Hardy has everything you need to get started, from free siding samples, personalized 3D home renders, and a contractor network to quote your project. Visit jameshardy.com today to request more information.
Ready to transform your space from drab to fab? Look no further than your neighborhood Benjamin Moore store. They're your partners in paint perfection, offering a kaleidoscope of quality colors and finishes from bold to subtle. Their paints are designed to impress and endure. Their expert team provides personalized guidance every step of the way, ensuring your project shines. Whether you're a pro or a DIY enthusiast, let Benjamin Moore bring your vision to life. Ignite your creativity today and visit benjaminmoore.com for a location near you.
You crack open a frosted can of your favorite Faygo, and when that summertime sweetness approaches your smile, bam! Swooping, swirling flavors rush past your lips, opening your eyes to the sweeter side of life. The sun gets sunnier, the beach gets beachier, the mood gets sweeter, and the world moves to your vibe in full flavor Technicolor. With every sip of Faygo sweetness, we make the world pop. Find out how Faygo can make your summertime pop at maketheworldpop.com.
Jamison Tyone pitched the opener in Baltimore the other night, beat the Orioles, and that began the Cubs on the way to a series sweep. As he goes to work on the Cardinals today, the big right-hander brings a record of 4-3 into the game with a good ERA of 2.99. And he's pitched well against St. Louis over the years. It's his 14th career start against the Redbirds. He is 5-2 with a 3.3 ERA against them. Wynn, a good-looking young ball player, right-handed batting shortstop. And the 1-1 to Mason Wynn is outside. Wynn has held his batting average healthy and steady. He's at 288. But I think it's the defense that impresses you the most about him, Zach. Here's the 2-1 to Wynn. He twists away from an inside fastball. It's now 3-1. The Cardinals are going to look at the video to see if that ball grazed him in the uniform. It may have. They are not going to challenge that call, however. The 3-1 from Tyone. And that's right down the middle for a called strike. 3-2.
Tyone rarely walks batters. Issued just one walk his last time out in that victory Tuesday in Baltimore. He's had 6 consecutive quality starts. And against some of the best teams in the league. The Orioles, the Phillies, the Brewers, the Mets, and these Cardinals.
Tyone overall 6-4 for the year. Here's a pitch fouled away off to the right out of play. Yeah, he was strong against Baltimore. 6 solid innings. Cubs supported him nicely in an easy 9-2 win. Here comes the 3-2. Dribbles slowly to the right side, charging Horner. Short toss to first in time. Good play. 1 down. Wynn is one of those guys you cannot dilly-dally as a defensive infielder. You've got to make the play quickly to get him. He can really move down the line. One away, here's Alec Burleson. Haven't used the phrase dilly-dally in quite a while, Zach. It felt kind of good.
I'm glad you're getting it off your chest.
Just wanted to share that with you. Here's the pitch on the way to Burleson. And Alec Burleson will take high for a ball.
Although, to be fair, dilly-dally, and Nico Horner have never been used in the same sentence.
That's a very good point. Here comes the 1-0 pitch on the way. A swing and a miss. And the count is 1-1.
Tyone going with a 92-mile-per-hour fastball there. The speed gun is powered by Xfinity. Stream sports with Xfinity because it's only live once.
And the 1-1 to Burleson, a swing and a foul back. Burleson, a left-handed batter with some pop, 16 home runs, hitting .285. And he's having kind of a breakout year, becoming one of their best offensive players, wearing the red batting gloves on either hand. The pitch by Tyone. Pulled sharply to first, gloved nicely by Bush. And he gets up and goes to first. Bush kind of a half slide, half dive to glove that ball and had plenty of time to make the play unassisted. It's out number 2. Scoreless game. There has not yet been a base runner in today's ball game, and the batter is Paul Goldschmidt.
Bush continues to impress at first base. You think of where he was during the first month of the season and the improvements that he's made now. Very impressive.
You like to see that, Zach. That tells you he is working even after becoming a big leaguer. What's the old saying? It's what you learn after you know it all that counts.
I'm writing that down as we speak. I think you're right.
Here comes the 0-1. High fly ball, deep left center field. It is playable for Happ. Shy of the track, backpedaling, making the catch as he does step onto the warning track in deep left center as he hauls it in. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Jamison Tyone. We go to inning number 2, 0-0 game. This is The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
This is your home for Cubs baseball all season long. The Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
James Hardy Building Products knows how important your home is, and it's why their Harding Siding is the #1 brand of siding in America. Trusted by homeowners and pros on over 10 million homes from coast to coast, Hardy Fiber Cement Siding gives homes lasting beauty with industry-leading protection against fire, water, pest, and more. James Hardy has everything you need to get started, from free siding samples, personalized 3D home renders, and a contractor network to quote your project. Visit jameshardy.com today to request more information.
Summer's here, and it's time to paint the town, or at least your home, with Benjamin Moore. Dive into a sea of refreshing colors that capture the essence of the season. From beachy blues to sun-kissed yellows, their durable paints ensure your colors shine bright through every summer adventure. Whether you're sprucing up your porch or transforming your living room, trust Benjamin Moore to make your summer dreams a reality. Visit BenjaminMoore.com to find a store near you.
Peoria is an unexpected gem on the Illinois River. This historic river city is thriving with an eclectic mix of boutique shops, craft distillers, museums, outdoor recreation, and farm-to-table cuisine. Located in central Illinois, the Peoria area is only 2.5 hours from both Chicago and St. Louis. Check out the calendar of events on discoverpeoria.com for the most robust collection of things to do in our region. Discover what you weren't expecting. Discover Peoria.
Bosch tools are built for workers. Bosch's powerful hammer drill has kickback control to help work go more smoothly when you need it. The 2-in-1 impact driver and wrench quickly changes between bits and sockets, so you only need one tool instead of 2. And the X-Lock grinder switches wheels up to 5 times faster than standard grinders when you need to change tasks in a hurry. Bosch tools take care of the job and you. Bosch tools, what hard workers deserve. Learn more at BoschTools.com.
Cubs and Cardinals are scoreless as we begin the second inning. The second inning is sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Remember, on Southwest, 2 bags fly free.
Ian Happ drives one in the air, deep left center, going back as Nootbaar. Nootbaar to the fence. That ball is off the wall. Ian Happ is going to have a stand-up double. That ball really carried. He hit it well. Nootbaar turned around and started racing back to the center field fence, just to the left of dead center. He had no chance to make the catch and got almost too close to the wall, so he could not play the carom, but he just was able to deflect the ball and keep it in the area. But it's a double for Ian Happ to start this second inning. And let's see if the Cubs can score first with Christopher Morel batting. He bounces one slowly to short, Holding at second, Happ, as Mason Wynn throws out Morrell. Morrell fails to advance the runner, and that's out number one.
And a reminder that doubles by Cubs batters are sponsored by Traffic Tech. Double up your business with Traffic Tech, the hardest working team in transport.
Morrell aggressive, wanted to drive in the run on that first pitch. He kind of got jammed and bounces one out to short. Here is Dansby Swanson. No score, second inning. Happ with the Cubs' first hit, leading at second. And Michaelis to Swanson. Dansby takes a strike. Swanson 4 for 10 in this series. Let's see if he can drive in the game's first run. Dansby has 9 home runs. He swings and misses. Kind of looked like he took a poke at right field with that cut.
Dansby's beginning to heat up, Pat. You mentioned what he's done in this series. On the road trip, he's hitting .348, 8 for 23 with a home run and 4 RBIs.
Michaelis to Swanson. Dansby pokes this one foul out of play. Periodically, we'll keep you up to date on the out-of-town scoreboard. All 30 big league teams playing on this final Sunday before the All-Star break. And now the 0-2. Dribbled foul toward third. Happ with the 2-base hit. Leading off the inning, and Morrell bounced out, and now Swanson with a count of 0-2. And the next pitch fouled away. Off to the right, out of play. These two teams will have just one more series against each other. It's a big one, a 4-gamer at Wrigley starting on August the 1st. August 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And that'll wrap up their season competition for the year, which seems a little early to be playing the Cardinals for the last time.
Cubs need to pick things up against the National League Central, not just the Cardinals. You mentioned they're 2-6 against the Cardinals this season, but the Cubs are 11-21 against divisional opponents this season.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Bounce to short. Happ will go to third. Mason Wynn throws to first in time. Happ reaches third with 2 down. Swanson retired, and the batter is Miles Mastrobuoni. Milwaukee's another team the Cubs are going to wrap up their season series against fairly soon. In fact, Milwaukee will be at Wrigley on the next homestand. This coming Friday, Arizona comes in for 3, and then a week from tomorrow, Milwaukee is in for a 3-game series, and that's going to wrap up the season series against the Brewers. July 24, no games against Milwaukee thereafter in the regular season. It's just the way the schedule has worked out. Here's a fly ball to center off the bat of Mastrobuoni. Coming in and making the catch is Nootbaar, and the Cubs squander a leadoff double by Ian Happ. Middle of inning number 2, 0-0 game. This is The Score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
If it happens in a Cubs game, it happens right here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
James Hardie Building Products knows how important your home is, and it's why their Harding Siding is the #1 brand of siding in America. Trusted by homeowners and pros on over 10 million homes from coast to coast, Hardie Fiber Cement Siding gives homes lasting beauty with industry-leading protection against fire, water, pest, and more. James Hardie has everything you need to get started, from free siding samples, personalized 3D home renders, and a contractor network to quote your project. Visit jameshardie.com today to request more information.
Ready to transform your space from drab to fab? Look no further than your neighborhood Benjamin Moore store. They're your partners in paint perfection, offering a kaleidoscope of quality colors and finishes from bold to subtle. Their paints are designed to impress and endure. Their expert team provides personalized guidance every step of the way, ensuring your project shines. Whether you're a pro or a DIY enthusiast, let Benjamin Moore bring your vision to life. Ignite your creativity today and visit benjaminmoore.com for a location near you.
At Shirley Ryan Ability Lab, every journey is unique. but they all have the same destination: ability. Choose the #1 rehabilitation hospital. Choose Shirley Ryan Ability Lab.
On Monday, July 22nd, the Cubs take on the Brewers at 7:05 in the evening. The first 10,000 early arriving fans 21 and older receive a crossbody bag presented by Jim Beam. Purchase tickets at cubs.com/tickets. Pat?
A crossbody bag, did I hear you say?
Yeah. Do you want me to Google it for you?
Is that like a crossbody block that I've heard about before? Here comes the 0-1 by Jamison Tyone to Brendan Donovan. And it's a little bit outside. They count 1-1. No score. We're in the second inning. Crossbody. Oh, I see what you've got a photo.
Yeah. They're very popular in Europe.
I don't spend a lot of time in Europe during the baseball season, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, that's why I Googled it for you. You know, you can spend time in Europe after the baseball season.
Certainly an option. Yeah, we don't get enough traveling in during the season. You're right. Here comes the 1-2 pitch on the way to Donovan. Tyone deals. Fastball just a little bit too high for a ball. This is a rematch, thinking about Tyone against Michaelis, of a game at Wrigley less than a month ago, June 16th. It was also a Sunday afternoon, and it was a great pitcher's duel. Here's a line drive base hit over a leaping Mastroboni at third. Almost got the fingertips of the glove on that ball, but it's a base hit for Donovan. First hit against Tyone. No score in the game, and the batter now is Nolan Arenado. But that June 16th game, Miles Michaelis against Jamison Tyone, was a 2-1 final, St. Louis. The game ended with Patrick Wisdom flying out to the warning track as he represented the potential winning run. But it was a day similar to today, very warm and conducive to good hitting, but the pitchers had other ideas. They both pitched great ball that day. Tyone coming back 1-0. Nolan Arenado takes down low. Arenado had the game-winning 2-run single in the 8th inning of the nightcap of yesterday's marathon doubleheader. More of a marathon when you lose both ends. Now the 2-0 from Tyone. Arenado takes a strike, 2-1. Arenado has hit Tyone well, 9 for 19 in his career, but oddly, no home runs. And home runs have been a big part of Arenado's career. Now the 2-1. Toss to first, diving back in is Donovan.
Cubs could use a double play here, and double plays turned by the Cubs are sponsored by Nissan. They make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today.
Short lead by Donovan, being held by Bush. He's not running. The pitch bounced fair inside third, down the left field line, bouncing off the sidewall. And it's going to be a long single as Happ plays it off the sidewall, holding Arenado to a single. But Donovan goes all the way to third. Sharp bouncer between Mastroboni and the third base bag. Arenado now 10 for 20 in his career against Tyone. And the Cardinals threatening to take the early lead with men at the corners and nobody out, second inning. Lars Nootbaar stepping in. Infield stays back. Nootbaar pops it up foul and out of play. The Cubs count on Granger to keep beautiful Wrigley Field running. To get the products you need, call clickgranger.com or stop by Granger, official partner of the Chicago Cubs and Wrigley Field. Tyone's 0-1. Pop fly foul out of play. Now, if you're Tyone, you're thinking about a strikeout. Nootbaar hitting .235. Spent some time on the injured list. 6 home runs for the year. Runners lead first and third, and the 0-2. Fly ball foul to right, out of play. Nice to be working with Michael Langston, our engineer here in St. Louis. He's done an excellent job all 3 days and what will be 4 games. Doubleheader yesterday. He's brought a book with him that he is reading about Walt Disney. Here comes the 0-2 stretch and the pitch on the way. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. Strike 3. That's a strikeout for Tyone. Good sharp breaking ball and a nice block by Tomas Nido, the catcher, and a much-needed strikeout for Tyone. Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers. Those are sponsored by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Own every mile in a brand new Hyundai.
Did I hear you say Walt Disney?
Walt Disney of Disneyland and Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. Nolan Gorman at the plate. He'll take a strike. Walt Disney, a wonderful cartoonist back in the day. But I picked up that book. It weighs like 10 pounds, and it's probably, 800 pages or so? Michael, how long is that going to take you to get through? Here's the 0-1, down low for a ball. And are you almost done with it? I believe Michael said there are 1,000 pages in that book. No, he's waving off 1,000. It's a large book. Here comes the pitch on the way. It's low and inside for a ball. 1-1.
Well, we know what he was doing during the doubleheader yesterday. He says he's 100 pages into the book.
Oh, is that what he said? Okay. A ball and 2 strikes. Infield still back. No score, second inning. And the pitch to Gorman, chopped foul at the plate. And just as we said when Nootbaar was batting, Tyone would love to strike out Gorman. It's 2-2 on Nolan Gorman with Pedro Pajes on deck. Plenty of Cub fans in attendance. A 2-2 from Jamison Tyone. Just inside. Boy, that was a good pitch. Just missed. The runner at first now, that's Arenado. Let's see if he is moving, as they might want to try to stay out of a double play by sending him. Let's see if they do. Arenado, a short lead. He is running. The pitch is fouled away. Still 3-2. Outfield straightaway. Gorman has the most power of anyone in the lineup. 17 home runs. But he's hitting just .209. Here's the pitch. Popped up foul off to the left and out of play. In fact, the .209 is why, Zach, he is hitting 7th in the order instead of much higher.
Mm-hmm.
The inning began with singles by Donovan and Arenado. There's one away with men at first and third. The pitch. High fly ball to shallow center. This should not be deep enough. Pete Crow Armstrong comes in, makes the catch. The runners will not be able to tag. And now actually Arenado does go to second after the grab. The throw came in as Crow Armstrong threw the ball straight toward home. No cutoff man in that area. And as Arenado read the play rightly from first base, he took second on the throw home.
It was a veteran move by Arenado. Donovan, the runner at third, bluffed that he was coming home. Crow Armstrong unleashed a throw all the way home. And as soon as Arenado saw that, he went to second base.
So now second and third, 2 down. Tyone trying to get out of it. Struck out Nootbaar and retired Gorman on a little pop fly to shallow center. Pajes had a homer against Tyone back on June 16, a 2-run homer that was the game winner in that 2-1 game. Fastball strike. Wilson Contreras getting the day off today. Plus, Contreras has not hit well against Tyone in their head-to-head matchups. Here comes the 1-1. Fly ball to left. Deep. Back goes Happ near the left field fence. It's over his head. It's going to drive in 2 runs. The throw to second base. The tag. He is out at second base, but the run did score. 2-run score on the play. A hanging curve, and Pedro Pages drives in 2 very big runs early in the game with a drive over the head of Happ off the left field fence. Great throw by Happ to second. 7-4 on the putout. Pages gets credit for a single and 2 runs batted in. We move to inning number 3. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Cubs nothing. This is the score in the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Anything can happen anytime in any game right here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
James Hardie Building Products knows how important your home is, and it's why their Harding Siding is the #1 brand of siding in America. Trusted by homeowners and pros on over 10 million homes from coast to coast, Hardie Fiber Cement Siding gives homes lasting beauty with industry-leading protection against fire, water, pests, and more. James Hardie has everything you need to get started, from free siding samples, personalized 3D home renders, and a contractor network to quote your project. Visit jameshardie.com today to request more information.
Summer's here, and it's time to paint the town, or at least your home, with Benjamin Moore. Dive into a sea of refreshing colors that capture the essence of the season. From beachy blues to sun-kissed yellows, their durable paints ensure your colors shine bright through every summer adventure. Whether you're sprucing up your porch or transforming your living room, trust Benjamin Moore to make your summer dreams a reality. Visit benjaminmoore.com to find a store near you.
Toyota has electrified options for every lifestyle. We've got hybrids, plug-in hybrids. You can even go 100% electric. Toyota is electrified, diversified. Learn more about our Beyond Zero vision for the future at toyota.com/Beyond Zero.
Bosch tools are built for workers. Bosch's powerful hammer drill has kickback control to help work go more smoothly when you need it. The 2-in-1 impact driver and wrench quickly changes between bits and sockets, so you only need 1 tool instead of 2. And the X-Lock grinder switches wheels up to 5 times faster than standard grinders when you need to change tasks in a hurry. Bosch tools take care of the job and you. Bosch tools, what hard workers deserve. Learn more at BoschTools.com.
Tomas Nito is on deck. Who's on deck? He's sponsored by On Deck. Need a small business loan fast? Apply today at OnDeck.com. Getting set for the top half of the 3rd inning here at Busch Stadium. The finale of a 4-game set between the Cubs and Cardinals. St. Louis with a 2-0 lead. Miles Mikolas steals a swing and a miss by Nito. And a fastball on the outside corner. So the count 0-1. Nito, the number 8 hitter in the order. He's batting .200 this year with 3 home runs and 11 RBIs. The next pitch, foul back off the screen. So Nito quickly in the hole, 0-2. Pedro Pages with a 2-run single in the last of the second, to put the Cardinals on the board. Here's the pitch. Low and outside, 1-2 on Nito. Pages wasn't supposed to be with the Cardinals at this point in the season, which says a lot about him. The 1-2 hit high in the air to center field. It's playable for Nootbaar, who drifts back and makes the catch, angling toward right center, just short of the track. 1 away. When Wilson Contreras broke his forearm, Pages was called up, the backup catcher to start the year for the Cardinals. Ivan Herrera took over, but then Pages has really made a name for himself behind the plate, and occasionally he's flashed some power, including in the bottom of the 2nd inning with that single that bounced off the wall, driving in 2. Now the batter, Pete Crow Armstrong. The pitch, swing and a miss. 0-1 the count. Armstrong hitting at .194 on the year with 1 home run and 15 RBIs. And the pitch, foul back off the screen, 0-2. Cardinals with a 2-0 lead here with 1 away in the top of the 3rd. The third inning is sponsored by Grainger, official partner of the Chicago Cubs in Wrigley Field. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Righty-lefty matchup. The pitch, foul back by Crow Armstrong. Lunged at a curveball off the outside.
Nico Horner played that ball off the foul netting. He popped it up in the air with one hand, popped it up in the air with the other.
Crow Armstrong swings and hits a high fly ball. Deep right field. This is going to go. Home run. Pete Crow Armstrong puts the Cubs on the board. A long home run to right. It's now 2-1 St. Louis for PCA. That's his second home run in the big leagues.
He got all of that one, Zach. Not a cheapie. Well beyond the wall, over the bullpen area in right. That's about a 420-foot blast. Maybe 410. But Pete Crow Armstrong, not a big man, but he's got some pop. Don't let that size fool you. He can hit him a long way when he gets a hold of him.
They say the estimate is 403 feet. Either way, that was a bomb by PCA for his second homer of the season. It's 2-1 St. Louis with one away, and the batter is Nico Horner. The pitch is a called strike, a slider that spins into the zone.
Zach, that's another hefty home run, sponsored by Hefty, the official trash bag of the Chicago Cubs. Hefty strong all day long.
Horner loops a base hit down the left field line. He turns first, headed for second, and gets there standing up. It took a while for Donovan to retrieve the ball because it was softly hit, and Nico takes advantage. He now has an 11-game hitting streak after that double.
Nico turning on that inside pitch, and as soon as it got over the head of Crawford and into no man's land down the left field line, you know that was a standing two-bagger for Nico.
Now the batter, Michael Busch. The pitch. Called strike, curveball that floats into the zone. 0-1. Nico represents the tying run at second base.
The RBI a minute ago, sponsored by Old National Bank, where relationships and results matter.
High fly ball hit to right, but it's playable for Burleson, who makes the catch, ranging over towards center field. 2 away. Nico has to stay at second base. And here comes Seiya Suzuki. St. Louis 2, Cubs 1, 2 away, top 3. Cubs right in the heart of their lineup, sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Book a low fare today at southwest.com. Suzuki riding a modest 6-game hitting streak entering play today. Here's the pitch. Outside. 1-0 as Michaelis misses with a slider. But during that 6-game hitting streak, Suzuki hitting .370. The pitch. Inside. 2-0. He's got 5 extra base hits and has driven in 8 runs. Seiya struck out swinging in the first against the veteran right-hander Miles Michaelis, who sets at the belt, looks at second. That's where Nico is. And the pitch. Ground ball hit on the right side, and it is off the glove of Gorman, the second baseman. Coming in to score is Nico Horner. Tie ball game, 2-2 Cubs and Cardinals here in the third.
Hit right off the end of the bat. Not a hard hit ball, but well placed from a Cubs standpoint. Suzuki rolling one to the right side. Gorman ran over and overran the ball. Reached down, did not pick up the ball cleanly, overran it by about 15 feet, and that's all Nico needed. He was rounding third. Willie Harris gave him the green light, and this ball game is tied at 2.
A batter now, Ian Happ looks at a strike from Michaelis, a fastball on the inner half. 0-1.
As an infielder there, Zach, your job is to make sure you keep the ball on the infield. With the man at second and 2 down, that's what you're trained to do. He neglected to do that as he overran the ball.
And it cost the Cardinals a run. Suzuki gets credited with an RBI single. 2-2 game. Suzuki goes. The pitch up high. Throw to second base is in time. Tag applied by the shortstop Wynn after the nice throw to second by Pajes. And that ends the top half of the third inning. But not before the Cubs score twice to tie up the game. Middle 3, Cubs 2, Cardinals 2 on the score. And the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs fans, Jamison Tyone here. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
James Hardy Building Products knows how important your home is, and it's why their Harding Siding is the #1 brand of siding in America. Trusted by homeowners and pros on over 10 million homes from coast to coast. Hardy Fiber Cement Siding gives homes lasting beauty with industry-leading protection against fire, water, pest, and more. James Hardy has everything you need to get started, from free siding samples, personalized 3D home renders, and a contractor network to quote your project. Visit jameshardy.com today to request more information.
Ready to transform your space from drab to fab? Look no further than your neighborhood Benjamin Moore store. They're your partners in paint perfection, offering a kaleidoscope of quality colors and finishes from bold to subtle. Their paints are designed to impress and endure. Their expert team provides personalized guidance every step of the way, ensuring your project shines. Whether you're a pro or a DIY enthusiast, let Benjamin Moore bring your vision to life. Ignite your creativity today and visit benjaminmoore.com for a location near you.
Bosch tools are built for workers. Bosch's powerful hammer drill has kickback control to help work go more smoothly when you need it. The 2-in-1 impact driver and wrench quickly changes between bits and sockets, so you only need one tool instead of two. And the X-Lock grinder switches wheels up to 5 times faster than standard grinders when you need to change tasks in a hurry. Bosch tools take care of the job and you. Bosch tools, what hard workers deserve. Learn more at BoschTools.com.
2-2 game as we begin the bottom of the third inning here in St. Louis. Cubs and Cardinals, the finale of their 4-game set. Brandon Crawford leading things off for St. Louis, the number 9 hitter. Left-handed batter, the right-hander Jamison Tyone deals, and that's a called strike on the outside corner. 0-1 the count. Crawford in his first year with the Cardinals. After all those years in San Francisco, here comes the 0-1 delivery. Foul back. Let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves on the score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Covering the Cubs and all of Chicago's teams on the Parkins and Spiegel Show, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Score, WSCR Chicago, WBMX HD2 Chicago, on Odyssey Sports Station.
Jamison Tyone deals. The 0-2 is low to Brandon Crawford. So the count now 1-2. Alongside Pat Hughes, Zach Zaidman in for Coombe today. We're coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth. Proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs. The 1-2 delivery. Crawford hits one up the middle. Oh, a diving stop by Nico Horner up on his feet. The throw to first in time. Crawford retired. An excellent play by Nico Horner, ranging full extension to his right.
We're going to call that the catch of the game. I cannot imagine any better play that we'll see the rest of the day than that one. Beautiful play by Nico. The catch of the game is sponsored by Catch Des Moines. Breathtaking play by Nico Horner.
Mason Wynn at the plate. And he looks at a ball outside. A sweeper that misses from Tyone. 1-0.
Zach, things aren't so hush-hush in Des Moines where only the S's are silent. Discover the best of the Midwest at CatchDesMoines.com. Wow.
The 1-0 is in there for a strike, a cutter. Yeah, that was a hot smash up the middle. Horner was playing in the hole at second base with Crawford, a left-handed hitter, had to range to his right. Here comes the 1-1. Wynn swings. Soft ground ball to third. Fielded by Mastroboni. A couple of steps forward. His throw to first is in time. 2 away.
Another aspect of the play by Nico, the fact that it came right after the Cubs had rallied for 2 in the top of the inning to get even, so they had some momentum going. And a play like that keeps the momentum on your side.
Excellent point. So 2 away, bottom 3, 2-2 game, Cubs and Cardinals. Here's Alec Burleson. He swings and lines one down the right field line. Fair ball. This will roll all the way to the corner. Burleson on his way to second base. Here comes the throw by Suzuki. It's not in time. A 2-out double for Burleson. He represents the go-ahead run. with Paul Goldschmidt due up. Goldschmidt flat out to left in his first at-bat in the first. He's 0 for 1. Cubs 2, Cardinals 2, 2 away, last of the third inning. Goldschmidt, a powerful right-handed batter. And the pitch. Fouled away, second deck off to the right. Nice grab made by a fan. The first row in that second deck. But not the catch of the game. 0-1 the count. Goldschmidt waits. Tyone sets. He kicks and fires. Low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pat, we've got to play the Binny's Beverage Depot attendance game. If you can't find it at Binny's, it's probably not worth drinking.
I was just thinking that same thing myself, Zach.
1-1 the count. And the pitch. A sweeping hook that floats into the zone for a strike. 1-2.
There are fans in every section as we look around, but I also see quite a few empty seats in several of the sections. I'll make it kind of a tough guess.
A 1-2 delivery is low and outside. 2-2 now on Goldschmidt.
I'll say 36,863.
I will go 38,000. So the guesses are in. You've been the big winner so far in St. Louis.
It's meant a lot to me.
Here's the 2-2 delivery. Goldschmidt swings and misses. Strike 3. Tyone gets him with a cutter. Burleson stranded at second base. We head to the fourth. Cubs 2, Cardinals 2 on the score. And the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Catch every moment of every game all season long on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
James Hardie knows how important your home is. That's why they made America's #1 brand of siding. Trusted by homeowners in over 10 million homes from coast to coast. Siding from James Hardie gives your home a beautiful design without compromising on durability and protection. James Hardie also knows how important it is to support your hometown and root for the home team. James Hardie, siding with your home team. Visit jameshardie.com to request more information today.
Looking to build an addition to your home and don't know where to start? At Air Room Architects, Builders, and Remodelers, we handle everything. From design and materials selection to permits and supervised construction. We even have financing options. Skip the stress of supplying materials, juggling contractors, and bad design decisions. Let Air Room's turnkey design build approach create a home addition you'll enjoy for years to come. Visit airroom.com to schedule your free consultation. Air Room Remodeling. We handle everything.
So, should we go electric?
I think we should go electrified with Toyota.
Electrified?
Electrified means options. Yes, we could go all electric with the Toyota BZ4X, but then there are hybrids like Grand Highlander, or we could do something in between like a RAV4 plug-in hybrid.
So, Toyota is electrified diversified?
Yup, and with more options for reducing carbon emissions, the closer we all get to Toyota's Beyond Zero vision for the future.
Exactly how much coffee have you had this morning?
Learn more about our Beyond Zero vision for the future at toyota.com/Beyond Zero.
Picture yourself in Indiana this summer, the perfect blend of adventure and relaxation. Paddle across picturesque lakes, hike through breathtaking views, and make a splash in our water parks. Discover the beauty of our beaches as you stroll along miles of sandy shoreline and enjoy live music, local flavors, and endless fun at our festivals. With countless outdoor activities, Indiana is the perfect summer destination. Start your planning at inindiana.com/summer.
Cubs 2, Cardinals 2 as we begin the top half of the fourth inning here at Busch. The fourth inning is sponsored by Wintrust, the exclusive home of Cubs checking. The cleanup man, Ian Happ at the plate. Switch hitter batting from the left side, Miles Michaelis. First pitch is a called strike curveball that spins into the zone. 0-1 the count. Happ doubled in the second. He waits for the 0-1. Here it comes. Happ swings, pops it up, foul territory, left side, giving chase to third baseman Crawford. He's near the sidewall and makes the catch. Matt, you've mentioned it often throughout this series. A lot of foul territory here at Busch Stadium, and it helped out the Cardinals there, one away.
Yeah, that's a perfect example, Zach. Right you are. There's about I would say 45 to 50 feet of space, and it gradually narrows as you get down to the corners, but a lot of space between the foul line and the grandstands, both down the line in left and down the line in right.
Here's Christopher Morel. He swings and misses at a fastball from Michaelis. 0-1 the count. Morel grounded out to short in the second. He's 0 for 1. The next pitch is looped into shallow left center field. Coming in, Donovan. He makes a running catch. 2 away. Morel, the designated hitter this afternoon. Cubs DHs are sponsored by BBQ Authority. Visit BBQ Authority in Lisle. So here comes Dansby Swanson, who's 0 for 1. Rounded out to short in the second inning. The pitch clock is powered by Work Zone Safety. Make sure you follow Work Zone signs. It's not a game. Cubs 2, Cardinals 2 here in the fourth. The pitch, another pop-up on the infield. Right of the mound, Goldschmidt, the first baseman, now on the front slope of the mound. He makes the catch. Not an easy play for out number 3, and the Cubs go down in order here in the top of the fourth. Middle 4, tie game. Cubs 2, Cardinals 2 on the score. The Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
If it happens in a Cubs game, it happens right here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
This summer, take a trip down memory lane with me and hear from the legends of baseball. I'm Brett Boone from the Brett Boone Podcast. Every week I have a conversation with one of baseball's greats to talk about the glory days and reflect on today's game. Randy Johnson, Pete Rose, Deion Sanders, Jay Buhner, Albert Bell, and Goose Gossage, they've all shared their wisdom with stories of their playing days. To hear who's next, follow and listen to the Brett Boone Podcast on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to say your cashback match makes me feel so special. It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cashback you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. Basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Jim was at the laundromat when he heard his ear said Maraca, senor, but his nose said, hey, freshest scent ever. Following his nose, Jim found a man pouring Gain scent beads into the washer. The scent, the freshness. Jim blurted, sir, your scent Maraca smell amazing. You could call them scent maracas, but most noses call them Gain scent beads. Try Gain scent beads. Way fresher than detergent alone.
The out-of-town scoreboard is fueled by Citgo Tri-Clean Gasoline. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. A whole bunch of games to get you caught up to date on. First one, though, is the one right here at Busch Stadium. Cubs 2, Cardinals 2 as we begin the last of the fourth. Jamison Tyone deals, and the first pitch to the cleanup man, Brendan Donovan, is a fastball for a strike, 0-1. At Fenway, it's the Red Sox with a 4-2 lead over the Royals after 5 innings of play. Tyone kicks and fires. Line drive, base hit to right. Ball quickly retrieved by Suzuki, who fires it back into the infield to hold Donovan to a long single, his second single of the game. Bring up Nolan Arenado, who singled his first time up. Rafael Devers with a 2-run home run for the Red Sox, his 23rd. The A's all over the Phillies, 7-1 now, top of the 6th inning in Philadelphia. Brent Rooker with 2 home runs, numbers 20 and 21. Top 6, the Dodgers, a 3-1 lead over the Tigers. Teoscar Hernandez with a ribby double. First pitch on the way to Arenado is low and outside. So the count now 1-0. Rockies 4, Mets 3. They're in the top of the 6th inning. Michael Tolio with a solo home run for Colorado. Tyone peers in, gets the sign from Nito, now sets at the belt. A long set. The runner goes, and the pitch, that's low. The throw to second is not in time. The head first slide by Donovan, give him a stolen base, his 3rd of the season.
He stole it much more on Tyone than he did on the throw by Nito. Cubs pondering, challenging that call, but they decide against it. Safe was the call, and he was safe. A good quick tag by Nico, but it was just a tad late.
So the count 1-1 with Arenado at the plate. The Cardinals designated hitter today. But the go-ahead run on second in Donovan. And the pitch. Line drive, caught, a leaping grab, backhanded style by Dansby Swanson on the edge of the outfield grass. What a play by Swanson.
Soft line drive. He ran over, timed his backhand dive beautifully, fully outstretched. Hit the deck, held on to the ball. Wonderful play by Dansby Swanson. That's how you win Gold Gloves, with plays like that.
We have seen two stellar plays up the middle by the Cubs. One by Horner, one by Swanson. Lars Nootbaar at the plate. He swings and drives one in the air, deep right center field, but tracked down by Pete Crow Armstrong just short of the track. What range for PCA, 2 away.
He just outran the baseball, got a good jump on it. He was still running at full speed when he caught that ball out near the track in right center. 2 nice defensive plays.
So all 3 guys up the middle have looked spectacular so far today. Horner, Swanson, and PCA. 2 away. Nolan Gorman at the plate. Man at second base. Tie ball game 2-2, last of the 4th. Tyone delivers. Low and inside, ball 1. The rest of the Major League Baseball scoreboard. Bottom of the 6th inning in Tampa. The Rays a 2-0 lead over the Guardians. Marlins and Reds tied at 2 in the last of the 6th. Tyone kicks and delivers. A swing and a miss by Gorman. 1-1 the count. Tyone going with the breaking ball there. After 4, the Rangers a 2-1 lead over the Astros. The White Sox on top of the Pirates 2-1. They're in the top of the 4th. Andrew Benintendi going deep. And now the 1-1. Awkward looking check swing and a miss by Gorman. 1-2. They appealed, and the third base umpire David Arrieta said, yeah, you went. So Gorman at the plate with a 1-2 count. Man at second base. Here's the pitch. Tap foul at the plate. As Gorman just stays alive, getting a piece of that breaking ball. The Brewers a 4-2 advantage over the Nationals. They are in the top of the 4th inning. Joey Ortiz with a 2-run single. Tyone delivers. Foul back by Gorman, so the count remains 1-2 with 2 down. Last of the 4th, 2-2 game, Cubs and Cardinals. But the go-ahead run, Donovan at second base. A reminder that Mully and Haw talk Cubs baseball and Chicago sports every weekday morning from 5:30 to 10 on 670 The Score and the Odyssey app. Here comes the 1-2 in the dirt. Caught on a hop by Nito. It's a check swing by Gorman. They appealed to third, and the umpire Arrieta saying no swing. So the count now 2-2. Gorman, the home run leader for the Cardinals with 17. Left-handed batter. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Tyone gets Gorman with the cutter. Donovan left at second base. We head to the 5th. 2-2 game. Cubs and Cardinals on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cub fans, Cody Bellinger here. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
James Hardy knows how important your home is. That's why they made America's #1 brand of siding. Trusted by homeowners in over 10 million homes from coast to coast. Siding from James Hardy gives your home a beautiful design without compromising on durability and protection. James Hardy also knows how important it is to support your hometown and root for the home team. James Hardy, siding with your home team. Visit jameshardy.com to request more information today.
At Shirley Ryan Ability Lab, every journey is unique, but they all have the same destination: ability. Choose the #1 rehabilitation hospital. Choose Shirley Ryan Ability Lab.
Is your kitchen outdated, but remodeling feels overwhelming? At Heirloom Architects, Builders, and Remodelers, we handle everything from design and material selection to permits and supervised construction. We even have financing options. Skip the stress of supplying materials, juggling contractors, and bad design decisions. Let Heirloom's turnkey design build approach create a beautiful, timeless kitchen you'll enjoy for years to come. Visit heirloom.com to schedule your free consultation. Heirloom Remodeling since 1958. We handle everything.
Okay, Drew, you've got 30 seconds to explain why Bingo Blitz is the #1 free-to-play bingo game in the world.
I need way more time. I mean, there's so much. Power-ups and mini-games and gems, seasonal rooms, special events, chef experiences, collectibles, tournaments, bingo quests, friends requests, chats, trivia.
3 more seconds.
Oh, and it's free.
Now that's a bingo. Download Bingo Blitz on the App Store or Google Play today and use promo code Pandora to get extra gifts. Play now. It's free.
League Leaders are sponsored by the Village of New Lenox, leading the way in residential and economic development. Stephen Kwan of the Guardians leads the majors in batting average, hitting .350. Aaron Judge, the power man, 34 home runs, 85 RBIs. And the stolen base leader is Cincinnati's Ellie De La Cruz with 46 pounds.
Miles Mastrobuoni leads off the Cubs' 5th inning in a 2-2 tie. Miles Michaelis delivers. The pitch fouled away by Mastrobuoni. Miles flied to center his first time. Tomas Nido is on deck, and then Pete Crow Armstrong. Cardinals got 2 in the second, a 2-run single by Pedro Pajes. Smacked on the ground to second, fielded by Gorman, and he'll throw out Mastrobuoni for out number 1. Cubs got their 2 runs in the 3rd inning. A 1-out home run by Pete Crow Armstrong and a 2-out RBI single by Seiya Suzuki, driving in Nico Horner. Good pitchers duel, as we kind of expected, between Miles Michaelis and Jamison Tyone. Tomas Nido will bat and take low for ball 1. All kinds of things have happened on the 14th of July in baseball history, many of them all-star game related, but not all. Here's a swing and a foul back out of play. In a Major League First, 1972, Bill Haller was the umpire behind the plate while his brother Tom was the catcher for Detroit. First time that a man was umpiring a game involving his brother in a big league ball game. And they're both Chicagoland natives, Bill and Tom Haller, Southsiders. Fly ball to right, pretty well hit. Back goes Burleson to the right field wall. That ball is gone. Opposite field home run, Tomas Nido. He hit it hard. It just kept carrying right near the right field corner, and the Cubs have their first lead of this game. It's 3-2 on the home run by Nido.
First home run for Tomas Nido since joining the Cubs, and it's a big one, breaking a 2-2 tie here in the 5th inning, a 366-foot drive the other way.
Cubs have the lead, and here's Pete Crow Armstrong. He belted a home run his last time. It's a funny game, Zach. The bottom 2 guys in the Cubs order have their 2 home runs today. Nido and Crow Armstrong.
And you heard Craig Counsell talking about it in the pregame show with Elise today. You can't get around it. You need production from the 8 and 9 hitters.
Here's a fly ball to center. Pretty well hit. Back goes Nootbaar. This ball is going to be gone. Pete Crow Armstrong has done it again over the center field fence. And the Cubs now lead 4-2. I'm trying to think the last time the number 9 guy in the order has homered his first 2 times up in a game. I can't recall that, Zach. It was a low breaking ball from Miles Michaelis. Crow Armstrong put a nice, easy swing, a slightly uppercut swing on it, and it sailed over the center field fence on that little grassy knoll above the 400-foot marker. Wow.
411 feet for Pete Crow Armstrong.
Cubs lead 4-2. Here's another thing you don't see. Back-to-back homers by your 8 and 9 hitters. Tomas Nido and Pete Crow Armstrong. What was Craig Counsell saying again, Zach?
You can't get around it. You need your 8 and 9 hitters to give you a little something, and they've done that today.
Nico Horner pops it up foul right side. This might be playable for Goldschmidt, and it is. Goldschmidt catching it right in front of the Cardinals' first base dugout. That's out number 2. But it really is true. You need something from every guy in the order at various times. You expect more from guys in the 3, 4, and 5 spots, or really maybe your first 5 or 6 hitters. But you do need the bottom third of the order to come through occasionally.
And in the last couple of days, we're beginning to see some production from those hitters.
2 outs, 2 in, and here's Michael Busch taking a strike.
Miguel Amaya hit that 2-run home run yesterday. Tomas Nido homering today, and PCA with a pair of bombs.
Here's a drive down the left field line. Long run for Donovan. Makes the catch to end the inning. The home runs are sponsored by Hefty. Another hefty home run. Sponsored by Hefty, the official trash bag of the Chicago Cubs. Hefty strong all day long. Back-to-back homers by Nido and Crow Armstrong. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Cubs 4, Cardinals 2. This is The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Anything can happen, anytime, in any game, right here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
James Hardie Building Products knows how important your home is, and it's why their Harding Siding is the #1 brand of siding in America. Trusted by homeowners and pros on over 10 million homes from coast to coast. Hardie Fiber Cement Siding gives homes lasting beauty with industry-leading protection against fire, water, pest, and more. James Hardie has everything you need to get started, from free siding samples, personalized 3D home renders, and a contractor network to quote your project. Visit jameshardie.com today to request more information.
Picture yourself in Indiana this summer, the perfect blend of adventure and relaxation. With countless outdoor activities, Indiana is the perfect summer destination. Start your planning at inindiana.com/summer.
Looking to build an addition to your home and don't know where to start? At Heirloom Architects, Builders, and Remodelers, we handle everything. From design and material selection to permits and supervised construction. We even have financing options. Skip the stress of supplying materials, juggling contractors, and bad design decisions. Let Heirloom's turnkey design build approach create a home addition you'll enjoy for years to come. Visit heirloom.com to schedule your free consultation. Heirloom Remodeling. We handle everything.
We live for the moments that move us. At Advocate Healthcare, our heart team is trusted to make more of them possible. Enjoy more moments that move you with top-ranked heart care at Advocate Healthcare.
Monday, July 22nd is Hospitality Appreciation Night presented by Jim Beam. Fans 21 and older who purchase at CUBS.com.
Line drive off the bat of Pajes goes right to Mastroboni. 1 pitch, 1 away. Zach, what do you got there?
That, the first out, is sponsored by Xfinity. Stream sports with Xfinity because it's only live once. Let's get back to where we were. So Monday, July 22nd, Hospitality Appreciation Night presented by Jim Beam. Fans 21 and older who purchase at Cubs.com/specials will receive a special edition Cubs cap.
Former Giant Brandon Crawford robbed on a great play by Nico Horner his first time. Cubs doing a lot of good things. Defense, Emerson Tyrone pitching well. The offense with 3 home runs, 2 by Pete Crow Armstrong and 1 by Tomas Nido. Cubs trying to get out of here with a split. And as rough as yesterday's doubleheader dip was, the Cubs still have a chance to finish a 5-2 road trip if they can win this game. And when you look at 3 in Baltimore and 4 in St. Louis, and somebody would have said, you have a chance to win 5 out of 2, sign me up. You'll take that every time, Zach.
It came out of nowhere. The Cubs would definitely take it. That's how they head into the All-Star break.
Crawford, slightly open stance, holds about well away from his body, and now pops one up foul. This ball is going to be out of play, left side. Corner infielders have to stay alert because of the extra foul territory space here, as do corner outfielders. And now the 2-2 pitch from Tyone. Inside to Crawford. The Arizona Diamondbacks provide the competition for the Cubs at Wrigley starting Friday. Go to CUBS.com for ticket info. Wrapped on the ground at first. Diving backhand stop by Bush. Reverse pivot. Underhand feed to Tyone on the bag. Nice play. Cubs really playing some superb defense in this ball game today. 2 down.
Michael Bush came up in the Dodgers organization as a third baseman and second baseman. Rarely played first base and only started doing it on a regular basis here after the trade to the Cubs. It took him a couple of months to get familiar with the position, but man, does he look good lately.
Mason Wynn will take a strike.
Greg Counsell was saying that it's a nuanced position, first base. It's not something that you can learn unless you play it consistently on an everyday basis.
Fly ball to right field. Should be routine for Suzuki. It is. He's got it. 1-2-3 inning for Tyone. We move to inning number 6. Cubs 4, Cardinals 2. This is The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs fans, Pete Crow Armstrong here. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Okay, Drew, you've got 30 seconds to explain why Bingo Blitz is the #1 free-to-play bingo game in the world.
I need way more time. I mean, there's so much. Power-ups and mini-games and gems, seasonal rooms, special events, chef experiences, collectibles, tournaments, bingo quests, friends requests, chats, trivia.
3 more seconds.
Oh, and it's free.
Now that's a bingo. Download Bingo Blitz on the App Store or Google Play today and use promo code Pandora to get extra gifts. Play now. It's free.
Robert Half research indicates 9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. If you have open roles, chances are you're feeling this too. That's why you need Robert Half. Our specialized recruiting professionals engage their skills with our award-winning AI to connect businesses of all sizes with highly skilled talent in finance and accounting, technology, marketing and creative, legal and administrative, and customer support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com today.
Wow, honey, have you seen the electric bill?
Yeah, it's out of control. But have you heard of Navien tankless water heaters?
Tankless? How does that even work?
Well, instead of constantly heating and storing water, it only heats water when we need it. So much more efficient than our giant tank heater.
That sounds great. Let's look into Navien.
Already on it.
Imagine all the hot water you need only when you need it. Bulky tanks are history. Navien high-efficiency tankless is the future. Compact, wall-hung units free up floor space, lower energy bills, longer life than tanks, and a 15-year warranty. Find out more at tanklessmadesimple.com.
Cubs hitting 2 home runs in the 5th inning to take a 4-2 lead over the Cardinals. The Potawatomi Casino Hotel 5th inning. Light up your senses. Now Seiya Suzuki on deck to begin the 6th inning. Who's on Deck is sponsored by On Deck. Need a small business loan fast? Apply today at ondeck.com. And Pat, today's Woodman's home run inning contestant is Laura Hayes from Batavia, who will win the Woodman's gift card jackpot of $200 if a Northsider hits a home run this inning. You can enter with a QR code at any Chicago area Woodman's. Good luck, Laura. Today's Woodman's home run inning contestant, service and savings. That's Woodman's.
Very good, Zach. We go to this 6th inning. Seiya Suzuki with a count of 1-2. Seiya drove in a run with an infield single his last time. Happ and Morrell to follow against Miles Michaelis. Cubs with 3 home runs against Michaelis today. The big man misses outside for a ball. And they've come from, I would say, unlikely sources. The 8 and 9 hitters have combined for all 3 of them. Pete Crow Armstrong hitting 9th has 2 solo home runs. Tomas Nido in the 8th spot has 1. They went back-to-back in the 5th inning. Cardinals led this game 2-0 at one time. But now the Cubs in the lead at 4-2. Line drive, base hit to left. Whistling line drive past Crawford into left field off the bat of Suzuki. Cubs making really good contact against Miles Michaelis, and the batter is Ian Happ.
The exit velocity on that smash by Suzuki, 111 miles per hour, an extremely hard hit ball.
Ian Happ with a double off the center field fence. The ball is carrying very well today. It's a warm summer day. I don't really see the flags rippling. It's more that the humidity is in the air, and that's allowing the ball to carry more.
Yeah, at the start of the game, we were told there was an 8-mile-per-hour wind blowing out to left.
Activity will commence in the Cardinal bullpen. Both a left-hander and a right-hander begin to get loose. And here's Ian Happ. Happ 1 for 2 with a double. Miles Michaelis delivers. Here's a chopper toward first, gloved by Goldschmidt. He'll make the play unassisted at first. Goldschmidt had an idea of charging and throwing the ball to second, but he's a veteran, and you could tell he just made the decision. Nope, that's kind of iffy down at second base. I'm going to go ahead and get the sure thing here at first. So safe at second is Suzuki. Happ is retired, and here's Christopher Morel with one away and a man at second base. Deep drive to left. If it's fair, it's going to be long gone. Get out the tape measure. Long gone for Christopher Morel. And the Cubs lead 6-2. Deep into the lower deck in left field. A line drive home run, a long blast. And the Cubs playing long ball here in St. Louis today. Their 4th home run.
A 399-foot rocket by Christopher Morel. Exit velocity 103 miles per hour. His 17th home run of the year. And you know, for Morel, that feels good. He'd been mired in a 5 for 27 slump on this road trip prior to that home run right there.
That will be all for Miles Michaelis. Oliver Marmol has made a pitching change. Cubs lead 6-2. Let's see what we can tell you about this. Another hefty home run. Sponsored by Hefty, the official trash bag of the Chicago Cubs. Hefty strong all day long. And the RBI is sponsored by Old National Bank, where relationships and results matter. We'll be right back in a moment. Pitching changes by the opposition. Sponsored by Sloan, the official water efficiency partner of the Cubs and leader in smart water and commercial restroom solutions. Learn more at sloan.com. Cubs 6, Redbirds 2. We'll be right back with more after this on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Take the Cubs with you in the Chicagoland area on the free Odyssey app. We are the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
I am your tech-savvy AI assistant.
At Hyundai, all our 2024 models offer tech-savvy features, like available digital key and complimentary BlueLink Plus. It's user-friendly technology.
I'm friendly.
Can you figure out time travel?
Yes.
It's your journey. Own every mile.
Lease the Tucson for $249 a month or get $1,250 bonus cash on select Tucson hybrids. See your local Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealer today. Offers end July 31st. Call 224-661-0068 for details.
Step into the batter's box for BetMGM's Swing for the Fences free-to-play game. Pick an area of the strike zone and take your best swing. Log into your BetMGM sports account, then visit your promotions section to access the free-to-play game. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. Illinois only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards vary depending on market and expire 24 hours from issuance. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB2 53342 in partnership with Paradise Hotel Casino.
Right-hander Ryan Fernandez, the new man on the mound for St. Louis. We're coming to you live all season long for the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs.
Dansby Swanson bounces the first. Fernandez pitch foul. Zach past third. Cardinal audience a little bit subdued after the Cubs have played home run derby here in these last few innings. Cubs with 4 home runs, which have driven in 5 of their total 6 runs.
And the home run earlier in this frame by Christopher Morel makes Laura Hayes from Batavia very happy. Because with that home run, we want to congratulate Laura, who just won $200 in gift cards courtesy of Woodman's. Service and savings, that's Woodman's.
Sounds good, Laura. Nice going. Happy for you. Line smash caught by the shortstop Wynn. Swanson hit it hard, but one shortstop has just lined out to the other. And that's the second out in the inning. 2 runs in on the home run by Morel. Cubs out hitting the Cardinals 8-5. And 4 of the Cubs' 8 hits, home runs. Here's Miles Mastroboni taking a strike. Getting back to the Arizona series at Wrigley right after the break. There are tickets available. Go to CUBS.com. Swing and a miss by Miles. And there are some different starting times. Friday is a 1:20 game. Saturday begins at 6:15 in the evening. And then another day game on Sunday, a week from today. Bouncer back to the mound, glove nicely by Ryan Fernandez, and he throws to first to end the inning. So 1:20 Friday, 6:15 Saturday night, 1:20 next Sunday. Cubs in Arizona at Wrigley. Go to Cubs.com for ticket info. Cubs score twice on the homer by Morel. After 5.5, Cubs 6, Cardinals 2. This is the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, Cubs fans, it's Craig Counsell. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
James Hardy Building Products knows how important your home is, and it's why their Harding Siding is the #1 brand of siding in America. Trusted by homeowners and pros on over 10 million homes from coast to coast, Hardy Fiber Cement Siding gives homes lasting beauty with industry-leading protection against fire, water, pest, and more. James Hardy has everything you need to get started, from free siding samples, personalized 3D home renders, and a contractor network to quote your project. Visit jameshardy.com today to request more information.
Got dings, dents, scratches, or faded paint? Mako's got you covered. Refresh your ride with your refund during our tax season event, because your car deserves to shine. Head to Mako.com to schedule your estimate today. Better get Mako.
Is your kitchen outdated, but remodeling feels overwhelming? At Heirloom Architects, Builders, and Remodelers, we handle everything from design and material selection to permits and supervised construction. We even have financing options. Skip the stress of supplying materials, juggling contractors, and bad design decisions. Let Heirloom's turnkey design build approach create a beautiful, timeless kitchen you'll enjoy for years to come. Visit heirloom.com to schedule your free consultation. Heirloom Remodeling since 1958. We handle everything. Robert Half research indicates 9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. If you have open roles, chances are you're feeling this too. That's why you need Robert Half. Our specialized recruiting professionals engage their skills with our award-winning AI to connect businesses of all sizes with highly skilled talent in finance and accounting, technology, marketing and creative, legal and administrative, and customer support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com today.
Cubs 6, Cardinals 2 with Zach Zaidman pinch hitting for Ron Coomer. It's Pat Hughes at Busch Stadium in Missouri. Jamison Tyone going to work on Alec Burleson. First pitch fouled away. Goldschmidt and Donovan to follow. It was the Cardinals who scored first, a 2-run single by Pedro Pajes in the second inning. Since then, it's been all Cubs. 3 different 2-run rallies. They came up in the 3rd, 5th, and 6th innings. And that's where we are, 6th inning. Tyone seeking his 7th win of the year. Here's the pitch by Jamison. Fly ball, deep right field. That's back toward the wall, and it's going to be a home run. Alec Burleson with a home run to right. The ball is jumping out of Busch Stadium today. Burleson's 17th of the year, and now it's a 6-3 ball game. Goldschmidt stepping in. And the pitch on the way to Goldschmidt is taken outside. Both managers trying to go with their starters as long as possible. Anytime you have a day-night doubleheader, as we did yesterday, there are some tired men in the bullpen on both sides. Fly ball to right center. This is well hit. Back toward the wall is Armstrong. Crow Armstrong makes the catch and collides with that wall. He's okay. Crow Armstrong on the run in deep right center, hauled it in and then banged into that padded wall. He's okay, but you could tell he was a little bit stunned for a moment. He hit it hard and held on to the baseball. Very nice play by Pete.
Yeah, was unable to brace himself as he hit the wall. Just had his forearm out, but was not able to use the hand to feel because he was going at full speed, but an excellent catch.
Oh, the way the ball is carrying here today, Zach.
Very different from the first 3 games of this series.
Brendan Donovan has singled twice. He is 2 for 2. Here's the 0-1 from Tyone. And that's off the inside corner, 1-1.
At the moment, it's 96 degrees here in downtown St. Louis. And it feels much hotter than that.
Here's the line drive toward the middle, base hit to center. Donovan spanking a one-hop liner out of the range of Horner and into right center. So 3 hard hit balls in the inning. A homer, a warning track fly ball, and now a sharp single. Tommy Hotovy to see about Tyone.
And the Cubs do have some activity in their bullpen. The veteran left-hander Drew Smiley has started warming up.
Tyone trying to beat the Cardinals for the 6th time ever. He's only lost twice to them. It's his 15th career start against the Redbirds. Before today, his record was 5-2 with a .336 earned run average. There is activity in the Cub bullpen. A left-hander starts to throw.
Drew Smiley continues to warm up, which is one of the reasons that Tommy Hotovy went out to the mound, to give Smiley a little bit more time and give Tyone an opportunity to catch his breath here on a very hot day in St. Louis.
Nolan Arenado has singled and lined out to short. Tyone to Arenado. He gets jammed and fouls one off his foot. The ball squirted into fair territory, but of course it became a dead ball as soon as it hit him while he was in the batter's box.
He wears a shin guard, Arenado does, on his left foot. He drilled it right off the inside of that shin guard. A reminder, the first out, sponsored by Xfinity. Stream sports with Xfinity because it's only live once.
Still hot and humid in St. Louis, 91 at game time. And the 0-1 is a strike. It actually feels like it's warmed up a little bit since the game started, Zach, to me.
Yeah, 96 degrees at the moment.
Not surprised. Tyone set. And the 0-2. Fly ball, shallow right, racing in. Suzuki gets there. He's going to make the catch. And that's out number 2. Arenado retired, and the batter Lars Nootbaar, and that's going to be all for Jamison Tyone. Craig Counsell makes a change. It's Tyone's game to win. He pitched very well again. And this Cubs pitching change is brought to you by James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs. Cubs 6, Cardinals 3. We are in the 6th inning, and we'll be right back with more after this on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Talking Cubs Monday through Friday with Mully and Haw. Mornings 5:30 to 10 on The Score.
James Hardy Building Products knows how important your home is, and it's why their Harding Siding is the #1 brand of siding in America. Trusted by homeowners and pros on over 10 million homes from coast to coast, Hardy Fiber Cement Siding gives homes lasting beauty with industry-leading protection against fire, water, pest, and more. James Hardy has everything you need to get started, from free siding samples, personalized 3D home renders, and a contractor network to quote your project. Visit jameshardy.com today to request more information.
At Shirley Ryan Ability Lab, every journey is unique, but they all have the same destination: ability. Choose the #1 rehabilitation hospital. Choose Shirley Ryan Ability Lab.
Looking to build an addition to your home and don't know where to start? At Heirloom Architects, Builders, and Remodelers, we handle everything. From design and materials selection to permits and supervised construction. We even have financing options. Skip the stress of supplying materials, juggling contractors, and bad design decisions. Let Heirloom's turnkey design-build approach create a home addition you'll enjoy for years to come. Visit heirloom.com to schedule your free consultation. Heirloom Remodeling. We handle everything.
The out-of-town scoreboard is fueled by Citgo Dry Clean Gasoline. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. The Orioles, a 6-5 winner over the Yankees in Baltimore. Cedric Mullins with a walk-off double. Games in progress. Bottom of the 7th inning at Fenway. Rafael Devers, a 2-run home run, his 23rd. The Red Sox lead the Royals 4-3. All Oakland today. An 11-3 lead over the Phillies. Top of the 8th inning. Brent Rooker with a pair of home runs. Dodgers lead the Tigers 3-2. They're in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Rockies a 7-3 lead over the Mets. Last of the 7th in New York. Other action, Rays 2, Guardians nothing. They're in the top of the 9th inning as Lars Nootbaar digs in against the new pitcher for the Cubs, Drew Smyly.
And the first pitch is ball 1 to the left-handed batting Nootbaar. Nootbaar fly to the warning track his last time. He's also struck out today. Smyly glancing at the lead of the runner at first. Comes to the plate, and it's a strike. 1-1. Baltimore has beaten the Yanks, as Zach said. 6-5. Baltimore had a rough week. Here comes the 1-1. Breaking ball is down low. Cubs playing in game number 98 here today. And the 2-1 on the way. Low and inside, 3-1. It seems to me in the past, Zach, that the All-Star break came closer to the exact middle of the season. Maybe after about 85 or 86 games, and then you'd have, 75, 76 to go. That's not the case this year, and I'm not sure why. Strike 2 called, 3-2. This is game 98, so you've got 64 to go. And this is as many games before the All-Star break as I can ever remember. And again, I'm not sure why the reason is. Not that it's a big deal, I suppose. Here's a fly ball into left center. Pete Crow Armstrong's going to make the running catch. Yes, he does. He covers a tremendous amount of space with that speed and jump that he gets on a ball. We go to the 7th inning. Cubs 6, Cardinals 3. This is the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs Talk with Mully and Haw, mornings 5:30 to 10 on The Score, official radio home of the Cubs.
Robert Half research indicates 9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. If you have open roles, chances are you're feeling this too. That's why you need Robert Half. Our specialized recruiting professionals engage their skills with our award-winning AI to connect businesses of all sizes with highly skilled talent in finance and accounting, technology, marketing and creative, legal and administrative, and customer support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com today.
Space may be the final frontier, but it's also what a lot of us lack in our basement or garage. By switching to a Navien tankless water heater, not only will you have all the hot water you need whenever you need it, but you'll gain storage area as well. Maybe a place to display your space collectibles.
Highly logical.
Learn about Navient's series of high-efficiency tankless water heaters and how they don't just save space, but save dollars on your utility bills too. For more, go to tanklessmadesimple.com.
Lowe's knows how to keep your job site running. That's why we offer free same-day delivery on the top paint and paint supply brands like Valspar, HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams, Cabot, and Purdy. Order on Lowe's.com by 2 p.m. and get free same-day delivery by 8 p.m. straight to your job site. Because Lowe's knows pros. Orders placed after 2 p.m. will be delivered next day. Valid in select zip codes. Subject to driver availability. More terms and exclusions apply. See Lowe's.com/paint for more details.
Getting set for the top of the seventh here at Busch. It's the Cubs with a 6-3 lead over the Cardinals. Tomas Nido leading things off against the right-hander Ryan Fernandez. And Nido looks at a strike, count 0-1. The seventh inning is sponsored by Volvo Plug-in Hybrid Vehicles, electric cars with a backup plan. Visit your local retailer to learn more. The next pitch is swung on and missed. So Nido in the hole, 0-2. Last time up, Nido hit his first home run in a Cubs uniform. A solo job the other way. Here comes the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. One down as Nido is retired. And the man who's about to step into the box has been the story today. Following that home run by Nido in the fifth inning, Pete Crow Armstrong smacked a 411-foot home run to straightaway center field. His second home run of the ball game. PCA digs in. Here's the pitch. High and outside, ball one. Crow Armstrong has also had a number of nifty catches out in center field. The 1-0 by Fernandez. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count on PCA. The next pitch. Just outside. 2-1. The first home run that Crow Armstrong hit today. A 403-foot drive to right. Here's the 2-1 delivery. A swing and a miss. Crow Armstrong now with 3 career home runs. All of them coming this season. Here is the 2-2. Up high. Full count. Fernandez missing with a blazing 97-mile-per-hour heater. Now the payoff pitch. That's low, ball 4. A one-out walk for the Cubs as PCA heads to first. Walks by opposing pitchers are sponsored by North Shore Adult Diapers. Reassuringly strong protection for even the heaviest control problems. Visit northshore.com. And you better believe that PCA has the green light when he's on the bases. He's got 16 steals this year. Nico Horner at the plate. Crow Armstrong goes. Here's the pitch. It squirts past the catcher. Pajes rolls all the way to the backstop. That's going to be a stolen base for Pete Crow Armstrong, his 17th. PCA stopping at second base. Stolen bases by the Cubs are sponsored by Turo Tire. For each stolen base this season, a donation will be made to Keeping Families Covered. PCA has a big lead off the second base bag as Horner waits for the 1-0 delivery. Here it comes. Nico takes a strike on the outside corner. A slider that spins into the zone, 1-1. One away, top 7. Crow Armstrong dancing off the bag. And now the pitcher, Fernandez, steps off the rubber and stares at PCA. 6-3 Cubs over the Cardinals here in the 7th. Pickoff play at second base, diving back in safely is Crow Armstrong as the second baseman Gorman snuck in behind him to take the throw from the pitcher Fernandez. Miles Michaelis started, and the veteran right-hander went 5 1/3, charged with 6 runs on 8 hits, no walks, 2 strikeouts. He allowed 4 home runs as Nico Horner looks at ball 2 up high. Nico digs in, right-handed batter. PCA dances off the bag. Here's the pitch. A bouncing ball foul off to the left, 2-2. Nico doubled and scored a run in the third to extend his hitting streak to 11 games. And now Horner calls time, steps out of the box, adjusts his blue batting gloves. Now the batting helmet, taps home plate with his two-tone bat and digs in. Compact stance from the right side. Here's the pitch. Fouled out of play off to the right. Count remains 2-2. We're coming to you live all season long from the Infesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs. And the pitch. A chopper to short, fielded on a high hop by Wynn. His throw to first in time. Horner retired, advancing to third on the play. Pete Crow Armstrong. So 2 away, and Michael Busch will stand in. He's 0 for 3 this afternoon. Cubs trying to leave St. Louis with a split of this 4-game series. They took the opener on Friday night, and the Cardinals swept a doubleheader yesterday. And today is the finale of the set. Oliver Marmol, the Cardinals manager, is going to make a pitching change here, as that'll be all for Fernandez, with the left-handed hitting Michael Busch due up. 2 away here in the top of the 7th inning. Pete Crow Armstrong at third base, and the Cubs with a 6-3 lead over the Cardinals. On the Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Ian Happ. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
AI assistant.
At Hyundai, all our 2024 models offer tech-savvy features, like available digital key and complimentary BlueLink Plus. It's user-friendly technology.
I'm friendly.
Can you figure out time travel?
Yes.
It's your journey. Own every mile.
Lease the Tucson for $249 a month or get $1,250 bonus cash on select Tucson hybrids. See your local Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealer today. Offers end July 31st. Call 224-661-0068 for details.
Bosch tools are built for workers. Bosch's powerful hammer drill has kickback control to help work go more smoothly when you need it. The 2-in-1 impact driver and wrench quickly changes between bits and sockets, so you only need 1 tool instead of 2. And the X-Lock grinder switches wheels up to 5 times faster than standard grinders when you need to change tasks in a hurry. Bosch tools take care of the job and you. Bosch tools, what hard workers deserve. Learn more at BoschTools.com.
Top 7 in St. Louis. The Cubs with a 6-3 lead. Let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves on the Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Listen to the Cubs game in FM quality at 104.3 HD2 FM on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network. We are WSCR Chicago, WBMX HD2 Chicago, and Odyssey Sports Station.
Alongside Pat Hughes, Zach Zaidman in for Coop. Top 7, 2 away. Pete Crow Armstrong at third for the Cubs. Michael Busch at the plate. The new man on the mound, left-hander Matthew Liberatore. At his first pitch is outside for ball 1, missing with a breaking ball. Liberatore is 2-2 this season with a 4+ ERA in 32 games. He works on the third base side of the rubber, and the pitch popped up behind home plate and out of play. So 1-1 the count. Pitching changes by Cubs opponents are sponsored by Sloan, the official water efficiency partner of the Chicago Cubs and leader in smart water and commercial restroom solutions. Learn more at Sloan.com. Liberatore deals, and Busch looks at a ball up high. The count now 2-1. Busch 0 for 3 on the afternoon. Struck out swinging in the first, flied out to right in the third, and flied out to left in the fifth. The pitch. Foul back, 2-2. Crow Armstrong, before that last pitch was delivered, was nearly halfway between third base and home plate. Now PCA having a conversation with third base coach Willie Harris. Liberatore can't see him. The left-hander has his back to PCA. 2-2 the count with 2 away. 6-3 lead for the Cubs over the Cardinals in the 7th. The pitch, a swing and a miss, strike 3. Liberatore gets Busch with the slider. Crow Armstrong stranded at third. Time to stretch in St. Louis. The Cubs with a 6-3 lead over the Cardinals. On the Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs Talk with Parkinson Spiegel on your ride home. Afternoons 2 to 6 on the Score.
Looking to build an addition to your home and don't know where to start? At Air Room Architects, Builders, and Remodelers, we handle everything. From design and materials selection to permits and supervised construction, we even have financing options. Skip the stress of supplying materials, juggling contractors, and bad design decisions. Let Airroom's turnkey design build approach create a home addition you'll enjoy for years to come. Visit airroom.com to schedule your free consultation. Airroom Remodeling. We handle everything.
James Hardie knows how important your home is. That's why they made America's #1 brand of siding. Trusted by homeowners in over 10 million homes from coast to coast. Siding from James Hardie gives your home a beautiful design without compromising on durability and protection. James Hardie also knows how important it is to support your hometown and root for the home team. James Hardie, siding with your home team. Visit jameshardie.com to request more information today.
My neighbor Ned brags a lot about his smart home. So I showed him my ecobee smart home. Turns out ecobee's a lot smarter. So tell the Ned on your block about ecobee. Just yell, "Get yourself a smarter home." Visit ecobee.com today.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to say your cashback match makes me feel so special. It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. Basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
All reviews in this game are sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. A second opinion is always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine. Bottom of the 7th inning in St. Louis. Cubs with a 6-3 lead. Drew Smiley on the hill. The batter is Nolan Gorman. Lefty-lefty matchup. And the first pitch is low and outside. Ball 1. Gorman's 0 for 2. A fly out and a strikeout. Jamison Tyone started for the Cubs. His streak of quality starts has come to an end. Here's the 1-0. This is looped in a shallow center field. Racing in Crow Armstrong, and he makes the catch shoulder high. 1 away. The first out sponsored by Xfinity. Stream sports with Xfinity because it's only live once. But even though Tyone's quality start streak has come to an end, he pitched well and put the Cubs in a position to win today. Went 5 2/3, charged with 3 runs on 7 hits, no walks, 3 strikeouts. Pedro Pajes at the plate. Here's the pitch. Sinking fastball at the knees for strike. 0-1. Pajes had a 2-run single in the second as the Cardinals struck first, taking a 2-0 lead. The 0-1 is outside, so 1-1 the count now on Pajes. Cubs came roaring back, tying the game up in the third, scoring twice. PCA hitting his first of 2 home runs on the day. Pajes fouls the next pitch back, 1-2. Yeah, you heard right. Pete Crow Armstrong with his first career multi-home run game as a big leaguer. A 403-foot drive to right in the third. A 411-foot blast to center in the fifth. That directly followed a solo shot by Tomas Nido. The 1-2 is way outside. So 2-2 the count now on the batter, Pajes.
It's a hitter's day, Zach. Very difficult to pitch in these conditions.
Pajes fouls one away. Second deck off to the right. Bangs off an empty seat and ricochets into the first deck. Look out below. 2-2.
96 degrees right now in St. Louis. Humid. Ball really carrying for the hitters.
Pajes takes a ball low and inside, so it's 3-2. Yeah, 96 degrees. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. A reminder that time and temperature is sponsored by Circa Resort and Casino. Get ready for the time of your life. CircaLasVegas.com. Now, the payoff pitch. Smiley to Pajes. Ground ball hit to deep short, sliding stop by Swanson, who knocks down the ball, picks it up, and his throw to first in time to get the slow-moving Pajes, who's a catcher. Mark that one down 6-3, 2 away. Here in the 7th, it'll bring up Brandon Crawford.
Another nice play. Dansby has that knack of making the difficult appear routine, and he was well aware of who hit the ball, so he didn't panic. He just took his time, made a good, accurate throw, and got his man easily. He's fun to watch at shortstop, and Nico's great to watch at second base, too.
Crawford swings at the first pitch and grounds one to first, backhanded by Bush, I should say, and his shovel toss to the pitcher, Smiley, covering the bag, is in time for out number 3 as the Cardinals go down in order here in the 7th. We head to the 8th. Cubs up by 3, 6-3 over St. Louis on the Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Talking Cubs Monday through Friday with Bernstein and Holmes, 10 a.m. to 2 on the Score.
Robert Half research indicates 9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. If you have open roles, chances are you're feeling this too. That's why you need Robert Half. Our specialized recruiting professionals engage their skills with our award-winning AI to connect businesses of all sizes with highly skilled talent in finance and accounting, technology, marketing and creative, legal and administrative, and customer support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com today. Is your kitchen outdated, but remodeling feels overwhelming? At Heirloom Architects, Builders, and Remodelers, we handle everything from design and material selection to permits and supervised construction. We even have financing options. Skip the stress of supplying materials, juggling contractors, and bad design decisions. Let Heirloom's turnkey design build approach create a beautiful, timeless kitchen you'll enjoy for years to come. Visit heirloom.com to schedule your free consultation. Heirloom Remodeling since 1958. We handle everything.
Lowe's sabe que el tiempo es dinero. Por eso con la app de Lowe's para Pros, puedes autorizar a un miembro de tu equipo para que haga compras en la tienda y pagar rápidamente con solo escanear un código QR. En Lowe's, ahorras tiempo en tus compras y maximizas tiempo en la obra. Todo desde la palma de tu mano con la app de Lowe's. Te ayudamos a que tu negocio sea más productivo. Baja la app de Lowe's hoy mismo. Porque Lowe's sabe de pros.
Cubs leading the Cardinals 6-3 here in St. Louis, the finale of a 4-game set as we get set. Top of the 8th inning, and the 8th inning is sponsored by Cars for Kids. 877 Cars for Kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today. New pitcher for St. Louis, veteran right-hander Andrew Kittredge takes over. And the first batter he'll face is Seiya Suzuki. He's got 2 hits, including an RBI today. The pitch on the inside corner for a strike. A fastball at 93 miles per hour with some sink to it. 0-1 the count on Seiya. The next pitch is hit high in the air and deep to left. Going back, Donovan at the track near the wall. He leaps and makes the catch. Out number 1, allowed out by Seiya Suzuki. And an excellent leaping catch in left by Donovan. And yeah, he robbed him of a home run.
He may have. He was right up near the top of that 9-foot-high wall with his glove when he made the leap. He actually had another step, I thought, to move back on it before jumping, but he didn't have the luxury of being able to watch it the way I did.
Ian Happ fouls the first pitch he sees from Kittredge. On a play off to the left, 0-1.
Boy, the ball is carrying today. Both sides. Tough day to pitch.
The 0-1. Happ looks at the ball outside. Count even at 1-1. Cubs have hit 4 home runs this afternoon, 2 by Pete Crow Armstrong, 1 by Tomas Nido, and Christopher Morel has also gone deep, a 2-run job. That came in the 6th inning. Time called. The home plate umpire, Jonathan Parra, has taken off his mask, and he's having a brief conversation with Pedro Pajes. I believe there was an equipment issue there, and we're ready to resume baseball. Happ digs in, switch hitter batting from the left side. The right-hander, Kittredge, has the habit of leaning back before he works his motion. Now the 1-1. And a high fly ball hit to deep center field. Looking up is Nootbaar. This is long gone. A monster shot by Ian Happ. 5 home runs on the day for the Cubs. And it's now a 7-3 lead over St. Louis for Happ. That is home run number 15.
This is one of his longer drives, just to the right of dead center, way up into the stands. Another hefty home run, sponsored by Hefty, the official trash bag of the Chicago Cubs. Hefty, strong all day long.
A 439-foot blast, and here is another one. Christopher Morel launches one deep to left and gone. Back to back. Now Morel. And for Morel, it's his second home run of the game. The Cubs pouring it on. They're up 8-3 over the Cardinals here in the 8th.
Morel up to 50 RBIs with that blow. He's got 18 home runs. It landed in a similar spot as his first drive, gone as soon as he hit it. And the Cubs frolicking in that third base dugout. That's great to see. Tough day yesterday, lost a doubleheader, end of a road trip, very hot. And to come up this big is a tremendous performance by the entire team.
Dansby Swanson swings and misses. And a slider from Kittredge, 0-1. The next pitch is bounced wide of third, gloved by Donovan. Slings a throw across in time to get Swanson 2 away here in the 8th. Cubs with an 8-3 lead. Morel's home run, a 394-foot drive to left field. Now the batter is Miles Mastrobuoni, and he lines one into left center field for a base hit. Donovan retrieves the ball and gets it back into the infield. So a 2-out single for Mastrobuoni, his first hit of the game.
Good for Miles. He was a spectator on all of the home runs the Cubs have blasted today, and he finally gets into the hit column. Good for him.
Here comes Tomas Nido. He's 1 for 3 with an opposite field home run, his first in a Cubs uniform. That came in the 5th inning. The pitch. Low and outside. 1-0 the count on Nido.
Milwaukee leading Washington 7-2. Milwaukee struggling to the All-Star break, losing 8 of their last 11 games.
This pitch is hit high in the air, deep right, but playable for Burleson, who now comes in and makes the catch short of the track, angling toward the line for out number 3. But another productive frame for the Cubs as they score twice here in the top of the 8th. Back-to-back home runs by Hack and Morel. 8-3 Cubs over the Cardinals. Middle 8 on the Score at the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs Talk with Parkins and Spiegel on your ride home. Afternoons 2 to 6 on the Score.
Is your kitchen outdated, but remodeling feels overwhelming? At Heirloom Architects, Builders, and Remodelers, we handle everything from design and material selection to permits and supervised construction. We even have financing options. Skip the stress of supplying materials, juggling contractors, and bad design decisions. Let Heirloom's turnkey design build approach create a beautiful, timeless kitchen you'll enjoy for years to come. Visit heirloom.com to schedule your free consultation. Heirloom Remodeling since 1958. We handle everything.
Looking for a tequila that puts tradition above trends? Raise a glass of Lunazul. Lunazul tequila is made with 100% Blue Weber agave and no extras. No celebrity endorsements, no vanilla additives. Just real, authentic flavor that's sure to make a statement. Because great tequila speaks for itself. And those who know, look to Luna. Lunazul Tequila, Bardstown, Kentucky. 40% alcohol by volume. Think wisely. Drink wisely.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to say your cashback match makes me feel so special. It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cashback you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. Basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
How did Ella bake her way to the top? It all started with one smart decision. She test drove a certified used truck from her local Ford dealer. It was inspected, backed by a Ford warranty, and fit her budget. A Carfax report was the cherry on top. Soon, a pinch of confidence became a truckload of ambition. Cupcakes became customers. Customers became regulars. Hola. Turns out, Ella's next great investment was herself. Ford Blue Advantage. Used car buying that's built for you. See dealer for full program and limited warranty details.
Listen to every MLB game live. Plus, watch the minor leagues, MLB Big Inning, and available free post games. No blackouts. Visit MLB.com/@bat for details. Huh?
Jorge Lopez pitching for the Cubs in the bottom of this 8th inning. Cubs with a big outburst of home runs today. 6 long balls, 2 each by Morrell and Crow Armstrong. Here's the fly ball to right. On the run, Suzuki near the line. It's a foul ball. Suzuki unable to make the catch, and he was able to just stop in time before he hit that sidewall, running at a pretty good clip. He was able to brace himself with the hands so that he didn't run full speed into that sidewall. Even though there's padding, that can be a jolt. Mason Wynn batting. Wynn is nothing for 3. And the pitch by Lopez. And that's going to be taken high for a ball. 1-1.
Pitching changes by the Cubs are sponsored by James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs.
Starting pitchers are the pitchers of record. Jamison Tyone on the positive side and Miles Michaelis on the other. Cubs trying to get out of here with a split. And trying to wrap up a very good road trip, which would be 5-2 if they can hang on to this 5-run lead. There's a strike, and the count 2-2 on Wynn. Only 4 more games against the Redbirds. And that's at Wrigley starting on August 1st. Go to Cubs.com for your tickets. Bouncing ball slowly hit to third, gloved by Mastroboni. Running throw to first to get him. Good play by Miles. Out number 1.
And Pat, the first out, sponsored by Xfinity. Stream sports with Xfinity because it's only live once.
Please stay tuned for the naming of the Toast of the Game ball player presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. Zach Sablin's going to have that honor today of naming the player of the game.
A lot of choices today.
Cubs 8, Cardinals 3. 1 away, 8th inning. Alec Burleson hits a high fly ball. Routine play for Happ in left. Out number 2. Plenty of Cub fans here. A lot of Cubby blue in the stands. Seen them all around the city during the weekend. Tough day yesterday. No question about that. Kyle Hendricks pitched great ball on Friday night to win the game 5-1. Cubs then lost 11-3 and 5-4 in the Twin Bill yesterday. But they bounced back nicely today. Fouled away off to the right out of play. Neither team with an error. Not many left on base. Each team has stranded only 3. All the home runs have wiped the bases clean. Cardinals have hit just the 1 home run by Alec Burleson. Activity in the Cardinal bullpen. A right-hander starts to throw. Paul Goldschmidt waiting. The pitch chopped foul toward third.
Chris Roycroft, tall right-hander from Willowbrook High School, is the man warming up in the St. Louis bullpen.
Zach, you are the winner in the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. Zach is taking it in stride, but he'll celebrate later on. How will you celebrate this, Zach?
I'm overcome with emotion right now.
I can tell.
First win of the weekend.
Tone it down just a little bit.
Just did a Sky Point. What a way to head into the All-Star break for me.
See, I didn't know you took it that seriously. Swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Nice inning by Jorge Lopez. We go to the 9th inning. It's the Cubs leading St. Louis by a score of 8-3 on the Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Talking Cubs Monday through Friday with Bernstein and Holmes, 10 a.m. until 2 on the Score.
Looking to build an addition to your home and don't know where to start? At Heirloom Architects, Builders, and Remodelers, we handle everything. From design and materials selection to permits and supervised construction. We even have financing options. Skip the stress of supplying materials, juggling contractors, and bad design decisions. Let Heirloom's turnkey design build approach create a home addition you'll enjoy for years to come. Visit heirloom.com to schedule your free consultation. Heirloom Remodeling. We handle everything.
Picture yourself in Indiana this summer, the perfect blend of adventure and relaxation. With countless outdoor activities, Indiana is the perfect summer destination. Start your planning at inindiana.com/summer.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to say your cashback match makes me feel so special. It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. Basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
The hardest working player of the game is sponsored by Bosch Power Tools, what hard workers deserve. And today I'm going to go with Christopher Morel, a pair of home runs, 3 RBIs on the afternoon. And Morel, who's been mired in a massive slump, it's a huge sign for him and the Cubs to go deep twice today.
Pete Crow Armstrong first up here in the 9th inning. It's been a career day for Crow Armstrong. Pete with a pair of solo home runs and also a base on balls, leading off this 9th inning. And the pitch on the way is swinging a foul back and out of play. Roycroft is doing the pitching for St. Louis. That is his last name. He does have a first name, Chris Roycroft. And the next offering, swing and a drive, left center, pretty well hit, but this one's playable for Nootbaar. Near the track in deep left center, another good swing by Pete Crow Armstrong. You love to see young guys have big days because in their mind, it will give them a tremendous amount of confidence, make them feel great about themselves, and make them ready to go back to work ASAP so that they can do this again and again and again. That's the idea. Here's a pitch to Nico Horner, down low for a ball.
And it hasn't just been Powerball from Pete Crow Armstrong today. Yes, he has the 2 home runs. He's got a stolen base, drew a walk, and several nice running catches out in center.
Nico takes down low for a ball. Horner with a double in 4 trips, scored a run back in the 3rd. He's hit safely in 11 straight games. Roycroft coming back, and this pitch is in there for a strike. Well, we'll look forward to taking a few days off now for the All-Star break, but we'll also look forward to getting back to work on Friday when Arizona visits Wrigley. There's a strike 2-2 to Nico.
And we'll get to watch Shota Imanaga in the All-Star game. The belief is that he's probably going to get an inning of work for the National League.
Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's out number 2. Well, he was so humble and so respectful when he found out he was going to the All-Star game. He said, I hope I can represent the city of Chicago and the Chicago Cubs organization proudly, or something like that. It was very classy. I liked it.
Yeah, he's embraced everything about the Cubs and the city of Chicago.
Fastball strike to Michael Busch. Busch, nothing for 4 today. Let's see if he can get a base hit himself. Cubs out hitting the Cardinals 11-7. It's in the home run area where they've really outdone the Redbirds today. The Cardinals have 1 home run. The Cubs have 6. Two each by Christopher Morel and Pete Crow Armstrong. 1 each for Ian Happ and Tomas Nido. Some clouds have moved into the area. Still hot, humid, 96 degrees. Fastball outside to Michael Busch. Top of the ninth, Cubs lead 8-3. Some of the fans have headed home. Some have headed to the air conditioners in their cars. Ground ball toward the middle. What a play by Mason Wynn. What range Wynn, the shortstop, just showed. Ranging way over to the first base side of the bag. He was on the outfield grass when he made that sliding stop, and it was amazing how quickly he got up into throwing position and fired a strike to retire Busch. That's a big league play by a shortstop right there. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the ninth inning. It's the Cubs 8 and the Cardinals 3. This is The Score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Listen to every Cubs game all season long right here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Your car's dings, faded paint, and scratches aren't going to fix themselves. At Maaco, paint damage repair is as easy as book, quote, fix. Come to Maaco to refresh your ride with a paint and collision repair backed by our best price guarantee. Better get Maaco.
Looking to build an addition to your home and don't know where to start? At Air Room Architects, Builders, and Remodelers, we handle everything. From design and materials selection to permits and supervised construction. We even have financing options. Skip the stress of supplying materials, juggling contractors, and bad design decisions. Let Air Room's turnkey design build approach create a home addition you'll enjoy for years to come. Visit airroom.com to schedule your free consultation. Air Room Remodeling. We handle everything.
We live for the moments that move us. At Advocate Healthcare, our heart team is trusted to make more of them possible. Enjoy more moments that move you with top-ranked heart care at Advocate Healthcare.
Picture yourself in Indiana this summer, the perfect blend of adventure and relaxation. With countless outdoor activities, Indiana is the perfect summer destination. Start your planning at inindiana.com/summer.
Look at your cup holder. It's empty, and you're feeling thirsty. Head to a nearby convenience store and fill it with a Pepsi Zero Sugar, Mountain Dew, or Starry. Grab a delicious, refreshing Pepsi for the road.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to say your cashback match makes me feel so special. It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cashback you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. Basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs. Brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards. Pat?
Brendan Donovan first up for the Cardinals in the bottom of this ninth inning against Jorge Lopez. Has the count of 2 balls and no strikes. Here comes the next offering. Swing and a foul back, and the count 2-1. Cubs leading 8-3. Please stay tuned for the postgame show. Elise Menaker will have that for you. Highlights of this game, scores from all around the big leagues, and more. Three balls and a strike here on Donovan. No need to walk anybody when you have a 5-run lead, and the 3-1 serve. That's a strike on the inside edge. It's Jamison Tyone's game to win. And now the 3-2 instead time called. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. Lopez slowly comes set. And now the payoff pitch on the way. Fouled away, a late swing. And was known as an emergency hack, where you just kind of reach out and try to stay alive, put a little wood on it so you don't strike out. And the 3-2 again from Lopez. That's taken high for ball 4. Donovan draws the leadoff walk, and Nolan Arenado coming up. Zach, we have to name a Benny's Beverage Depot Toast of the Game ball player. Who do you like? And this is a big moment for you, because normally this is Ron Coomer's job. And I know you probably didn't sleep all that well last night. Here comes the pitch on the way. Ground ball into right field, a base hit. Arenado gets his second hit of the day. A ground ball single to right. Stopping at second is Donovan. The Cardinals with 2 men on, nobody out, bottom of the 9th inning. And the batter, Lars Nootbaar. Tommy Hotovy, the pitching coach, out to see about Lopez.
For me, the choice is easy today. There are a lot of contestants, but Pete Crow Armstrong, first career multi-home run game. He has a stolen base, his 17th. Several nifty running catches out in the outfield. Pete Crow Armstrong is the Benny's Beverage Depot Toast of the Game.
And a very good choice. Now, the other guy that had the 2 home run game, Christopher Morel, we were talking with our engineer, Michael Langston, and he was on the phone with a friend of his who is out in the left field bleachers, and Michael tells us that the same fan caught both of the home runs by Christopher Morel. I mentioned they were in similar spots. I had no idea they were that similar. The same fan caught both home runs. And if it's not true, it makes for a good story anyway. Here's a curveball in there for a strike.
Well, one of the home runs, I think the first one went 399 feet. The second one went 394 feet. And they look like they were hit right in the same spot.
Now the 0-1 from Lopez. The left-handed batter, Nootbaar, fouls it. And they count 0-2. This is the Cubs' final game in this ballpark for the regular season. Conceivably, they could play in October here, as they did back in 2015. Breaking ball is down low. They played the National League Division Series in these 2 parks. Cubs winning that series before losing to the Mets in the NLCS of 2015. And now the 1-2 pitch on the way to Nootbaar from Lopez. Swinging a foul back. But that was pretty exciting, Zach. I know you were not working with us at that time, but broadcasting a postseason series between these two, that's about as exciting as it can get. Great rivals. Everything on the line in every game, every pitch. The atmosphere here was amazing, and even greater at Wrigley Field when the Cubs won that series. Here's the 1-2. Bouncer back to the mound. Lopez will go to second. There's one. Swanson to first, and he throws the ball away. Runners are at first and third. The ball hit the facing the protective screen of the first base dugout. They do record 1 out. I think a good throw might have doubled up the batter Nootbaar, but I guess we'll never know. Lopez hesitated ever so slightly in throwing to second. Why, I'm not sure. Fielder's choice. Arenado retired on the play that goes 1-6. First and third, 1 away. 8-3 Cubs lead, and here's Nolan Gorman.
So right before the Cubs started this long road trip, they had what they call PFP, pitchers fielding practice, last weekend at Wrigley Field.
Gorman fouls it away.
Try to sharpen up some of the issues that have taken place here in this series. So they might have to do another one of those deals post All-Star break.
And now the 0-1 pitch on the way. It's outside for a ball. You've heard of good fielding pitchers. They say it's like having an extra infielder on the diamond. Well, let's face it, after you've thrown the pitch and the ball is hit, you become an infielder if you're a pitcher. So, yeah, here's the 1-1 pitch. It's in there for a strike. It's very important to field your position properly, know where to throw it, know when to, try to get the lead runner and when to forget that and just get the sure thing at first.
I think one of the issues that you run into in today's game in that department.
1-2 pitch, strike three. Oh. Nolan Gorman didn't like that call. He's barking at the home plate umpire, Jonathan Parra.
Ruff, ruff. Great
so
microphone
that is out
placement.
number 2. You could hear the field microphone pick that up.
Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers are sponsored by our Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers on every mile in a brand new Hyundai. But I think one of the issues that the pitchers run into in terms of becoming fielders once they release the ball is that there's such a premium placed on throwing the ball as hard as possible that a lot of these pitchers land awkwardly and not in a fielding position once the ball is released.
Cardinals down to their last chance. Wilson Contreras pinch hitting, fouls it away. The at our best, I'm just going to say, on all 6 swings that resulted in Cub home runs today, those were the at our best moments of the game, sponsored by Loyola Medicine. When things are at their worst, we're at our best. Loyola Medicine. Here's the 0-1 to Contreras. Dribbler right side, this should do it. Horner will throw to first. Cubs win. The Cubs win the ball game by a score of 8-3. As they have beaten the Cardinals here in St. Louis. And the Cubs celebrate. It's an exhausting thing to play a day-night doubleheader and then have a day game the next day. But, boy, when you come out swinging like the Cubs did, very impressive performance, I think, by the team, just to be ready to play as well as they did and to pitch as well and to hit as many home runs. They were very focused on this ball game, Zach.
On this ball game, and what a trip for the Cubs to sweep 3 in Baltimore on the front leg of this trip and split the series. Never easy to play here at Busch, and they leave with a split of the 4-game set.
It's all over. The final 8-3 Cubs. We'll get the totals and summaries and all the other goodies when we come back. Cubs beat the Cardinals 8-3 on the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio